What's good, everybody? What's up, my Jet Fuels coming in with that. That was way better. That was way better. Hey. What's up, everybody? What is good? Hopefully everyone had a good Monday today. I see you guys saying, who is Stream Elements? Oh, that's just like the streaming software bot thing, the mod bot. But let's see who we got in here right now for Jet Fuels. Let's see. Snapbug with that. Our Marshall bros in the nebula. We in the galaxy right now. Looking at my crib. You seeing my room? It's so galactic. Yo, it's pretty nice. All sci-fi and all that. I told you guys. I mean, I didn't really tell you guys. Really, I'm really at a different dimension right now. Sheesh. Okay, that was bad. I was trying to do the sheesh. Sound tired? Yeah, a little tired. I took like a tried to take like a 20-minute nap before stream. Not totally not totally energetic right now. But hold on. Let's see. It's really lagging, but yo, what's up, Iron Marshall, Kisei, Snapbug, and then Isaac came in real quick, and then 180 is here. I know today, as requested, you know, some of y'all wanted to watch me react to the Hollow Knight lore video, and I see Oku coming in with that. What's up, Oku? How you doing? Did you stream yesterday? Hope you didn't miss it. No, I didn't stream yesterday. I didn't stream the past 2 days. I took the weekend off. Exactly. Oh god, more Hollow Knight. I know, Kisei. I just want to be done with Hollow Knight. So we're gonna conclude it by just reacting to the lore video. Everybody wanted to watch me, you know. Everybody wanted to watch. Everybody wanted me to watch the lore video. We're not gonna play Hollow Knight. We pretty much completed Hollow Knight Friday. I was streaming for 8 hours just to complete the game. I was burnt out from Hollow Knight. Like, even though like I'm decent at the game, I was pretty good, I would say, at Hollow Knight. I just want to conclude the Hollow Knight. The game's far too long. Exactly. I think in total I streamed, I believe, 40 hours of Hollow Knight. That's a lot, and I just wanted to prove to everybody that JetDracos could finally finish a game for once. Because that's a running joke. That's the running joke of me not able to finish a game for once. So we did it, and I highlighted or timestamped all the parts where I defeated the bosses, and I have to possibly create like a video of all the boss battles. I don't know how I'll do that. I've been too lazy making video edits. I've been way too lazy making video edits. I don't want to be too burnt out, because it's like, oh, I work, I stream, and then I gotta edit, and that pretty much takes all my time, and I gotta do the thumbnails, gotta come up with the titles, the tags, everything. So much that is involved with streaming on YouTube now. There's a lot that you have to do on YouTube. Sad you're not gonna do anything else with the game. I mean, I'll probably come back to it on a later date, but of course, playing too much of Hollow Knight, it kind of felt like I was getting burnt out. Because at first I was really satisfied being the bosses. That felt so good, but then when it comes to some point where I'm like going against the bosses and defeat it didn't feel satisfying. It was so repetitive. I feel like the rules are multiplying. Did you try? Did trauma dump happen last stream? No trauma dump. No trauma dump happened last stream. I just had to put that on there because it's like I don't want that happening. I know that that happened last time, like a while ago. Someone trauma dumped on my stream. I just don't want that. It's like I can't really respond to it. It's kind of awkward, right? A lot of people go through a lot of things, but something like that I can't help with, and it's like, yeah, you have to pretty much just see a professional for that. Mule broke her back. It sucks to hear that, but hopefully it gets better. That's all I could say. Like, if someone trauma dumps, like, that's all I could say. Hopefully it gets better. Can't really help with it. At the end of the year, we're gonna have like 857 rules. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the rules are stacking up for sure. It's a lot of people that don't have common courtesy or common sense. So sometimes you have to add some. You would think that a lot of people would have common sense not to like trauma dump or just break the rules or anything like that. But it's more of like just seeing those type of stuff would make me feel like, oh, it's gonna bring down the stream. Oh, my mood is gone. Mother was devoured by a gerbil. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I can say more, but it's like, I know it's a joke, but then like somebody's gonna be offended, like, oh my god. But I appreciate it though, that as long as you watch the streams. Exactly. YouTube is, I don't know, it's different from Twitch for sure, I would say. I know I've been enjoying the conversion over to YouTube. I believe it's crazy, it's insane. We finally hit like 100 and was it 38 subs? We were at like 69 subscribers last week, so the subscriber count doubled. But what's most important is all my jet fuels, coming out, chilling, relaxing. And it's awesome seeing that. Even though like I played was a Hollow Knight this last week, I was like on a grind like, every day. I was just trying to complete the game. Everybody still came through to my Elden Ring stream, which I was shocked because it felt like only people just came through for me just to watch the Hollow Knight streams, and it's like shocking to see that, just creating a community. So I want to create a community where everybody could just get together, and hopefully in the future we could possibly just play a multiplayer game together, like a huge multiplayer game. Have like a server of everyone playing Minecraft, Rust, or Ark Survival Evolved. Even though we don't play Elden Ring, you're playing it, which makes it 10 times better. I appreciate that, Snapbug. I know I'm pretty cracked at that game, Elden Ring. It took only 6 attempts to face against like one of the hardest bosses in the beginning of the game, the Tree Sentinel. And that first run, I believe I was 1 hit away from killing that boss. So that was pretty nice. Not morning, but you get it. That's true. That's true. I mean, Mondays are not the best. Not the best at all. I know I appreciate everyone for, sticking with me. I made the conversion going from Twitch to YouTube. And I think my content is kind of changing. I feel like the content I used to do on Twitch, it was more chill, it was more relaxing for sure. But it feels like YouTube, I feel like I'm just having too much energy, too much hype. You said, didn't you cheese the game so hard that the cheese that you were cheesing? It's like the first boss. The first boss going against Godric. There's one thing, the reason why I had to cheese that boss, as in like summoning other people. It's not summoning other people, but summoning the NPC and like the wolves out, is because we would have spent like an hour clearing that boss. And even though I could possibly just get through that boss, it'll just take a while. So don't want to spend too long on it, so that's why we had to cheese it. But the first Tree Sentinel boss in the beginning, yeah, that I did not cheese at all. I did not level up or anything. And then Yankee coming through with that. Hello, I'm in school right now, can't stay for long. Oh, appreciate it, Yankee. It's all good. I know right now, today, it's just a chill stream. We're going to react to what was it, Mossbag's complete lore of Hollow Knight. As requested from a lot of people from, my jet fuel. So just trying to get that out in the way. Finally concluding Hollow Knight. Next time, aim for the shins. That's true. We just have to, I believe the weakness was just the kidneys. That's it. That's mostly it, honestly. That's easy. It's crazy. It's like playing those games, Hollow Knight, Elden Ring, pretty much proves that I am at least a gamer god. It's like I don't just play games and I pretend to be bad, but I'm actually pretty decent. As you guys could tell how much I improved a lot. It's insane, right? I was super trash at Hollow Knight when I first started, but later on, finally, some bosses I defeated in my first attempt and everything like that. And we didn't even upgrade. So it's insane. I did not upgrade at all. You know how like in games, right? Because you could like start off at level 1 and like you don't even have to level up, but it's still doable as long as you have skill. That was like Hollow Knight right there. That's pretty much Hollow Knight for me, since we didn't really upgrade that much. It said, hey, just want to ask, there's this cool rhythm game that I want you to play. It's called A Dance of Fire and Ice. Really cool. Never heard about that. Dance of Fire and Ice. I have to check that out. Let me see. Dance of Fire and Ice. A rhythm game? Is that gonna get me like copyright claimed and all that? I mean, it looks interesting, yeah. It came out like 3 years ago, it looks like. Do you research it? Yeah, okay. I mean, there's another rhythm game that came out recently too, called Melatonin, I believe. That one looks pretty interesting. I don't know. I don't really play that much of rhythm games that much. I know, a certified gamer. See, I proved to you guys I'm at least decent at games, right? Decent at games. Actually, I feel like above average at games. A sleep chemical. I mean, it is a sleep chemical. It is like a medication, but for this case, it's a game on Steam. It came out pretty recently, I believe like a week or two ago. Melatonin. Melatonin, yeah, it's a game. It's also a drug to make you fall asleep, but it's also a game. That one looked interesting. I saw it like a week ago on Steam, but I don't know. Rhythm games to me, not a huge fan of it. Not a total huge fan of it. And I mean, Any game recommendations? I'm not sure if I want to continue Elden Ring. I mean, doing a whole playthrough of Elden Ring will be fun, but it's a huge commitment. I kind of felt burnt from playing Hollow Knight, so I think I might just mix up some of the games that I want to play. Bunch of games in my backlog that I haven't finished, but yeah, hopefully everyone's Monday. It's good. Maybe finish Pokemon too. That's true. I do kind of want to finish Pokemon. Kind of want to finish that for sure. I miss Pokemon. Oh man, I was a huge fan of it. Huge fan of it, but I just stopped playing that. I know. But I have a lot of ideas, man. I got a lot of games. I bought so much games from the Steam Winter Sale. I honestly, I think it's like more than like 10 games from the Steam Winter Sale. So many games I bought. It's a whole backlog being piled up. Would show you, but it cannot. Don't really know, but there's a good amount of videos out there. They haven't been taken down. Gonna upload a simple video on it, see if it gets copyrighted. I don't know. It all depends if like the music from the games are like original. Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see. Just have to do some research on it. It doesn't make sense if it's gonna get like copyrighted or anything like that. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. I mean, okay. Alright, so it's pretty much, if you guys got any game recommendations, I mean, I could try it out. I have to come up with a schedule, which I haven't really done. I don't really do schedules. I don't really schedule out my streams. You know, it's always just like the same type of times. But there's a lot of options like VR, virtual reality games. But schedule exactly. I don't have a schedule. And you guys still come out, which is strange. Some days I'm like, oh, I feel like streaming. I might as well just stream. And then I was like, oh wait, what? You guys came through? Right, I know. I never had a schedule. I had a schedule once, in which it was like in November last month. That didn't turn out well. I got sick, so it's like could not, you know, have a schedule from there. So scoffed. I'm like, yeah, let's just play whatever. Okay. Having a schedule sounds terrible, exactly. Because the thing is, I have to commit to it. That's one thing. I can't totally commit to a schedule because it's like, then I have to actually try to, you know, put some time away and just straight up stream. I mean, I've been just streaming consistently, like daily the past few weeks. Long streams too. It's strange. The Elden Ring stream, I didn't sleep that day, as in the day before. Did not have any energy, but if you guys check out that stream, I know some of y'all already, you know, were there, but I told you guys I was tired. I had 2% energy, but then the rest of the stream I had the most energy for some strange reason. Maybe you should do a quick 3-minute video of it off stream so it don't get copyrighted, and tell us what you think. Yeah, I could possibly check that out. I know we got a lot of rhythm games out there, and I got Beat Saber, but that's a whole process setting that up. All right. Okay. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk to you guys just for a bit. I don't really do just chatting streams, or what do you call it, Zatsus? I don't know what the word is, what it stands for. But yeah, it's just mostly just catching up to everybody. I know today, it seems like, oh, my dog is barking. Oh no, she wants attention. All right. Yeah, but we're just gonna react to the Hollow Knight video because a lot of people requested for that, so might as well get that going. I know today is not going to be the longest stream. It's just going to be reacting to this video, just catching up to you guys, and then probably just end it from there. In the next couple of days, I'm not sure if I want to continue on with Elden Ring or just play a different game, but I'll just try to schedule everything out on like YouTube, like creating the thumbnails in the set days. Where do you put the dog in your face cam? I don't know. I have to get that going. You have to get that going for sure. My dog's just looking at me. You can also watch another video he makes if you want. What video? I mean, what video should I watch? Cause I'm going to watch the lore video. Unless you suggest like a different one. Are you a vampire? You have sharp pointed teeth. Nah, I'm not a vampire. It's just I don't know, my teeth are just like that. In real life also, it's been like that anyways too. Yo. Yo, Flame, what is good? On True Crime Podcast. You on your alt right now? Oh man, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna react to Mossbag's complete lore video. What other Mossbag videos you guys want? Yeah, I mean, I'm just watching what you guys requested. It's your YouTube channel, okay. Oh, it's your YouTube channel. So did you change your name then? Okay. Hey, that's very interesting. The podcast. Those are pretty, you know, neat. With those like type of stories. Alright. So I mean, we could just watch the complete lore Hollow Knight video, but that's like an hour long. I feel like I might sleep, but then this video might be entertaining. So might as well start that, right? Cause yeah, today it's just gonna be me talking to you guys as in like catching up and then just watching the video and calling it a day. Alright. So let's get this started then. I guess we're gonna watch his Mossbag's complete lore Hollow Knight video. So let's get that started then. Okay. Alright, so for those that are tuning in or, you know, watching the VOD, we're gonna react to Mossbag's the mostly complete lore of Hollow Knight. So the reason why we're watching this is because it was requested by, you know, my viewers from like Jetfield, of course. I pretty much completed Hollow Knight like recently, so you want to just like watch the video to get an understanding of the lore of the game of Hollow Knight. So yeah, let's get this started. I don't know if I'm gonna give the best reactions, but let's say you said wait. What do you mean wait? We got Grim lore and Godseek lore. Wouldn't this be copyright though? Let's make sure to pause your opinions. I don't think this will be totally copyright because I know a lot of other people reacted to his videos as well. But then I have to, of course, apply my input on the video. You know, my own opinions. Can't just like re-upload this video. So I have to actually react to it. It all depends if he's gonna like take the video down, because there's been like videos out there just reacting to his videos. And also it's like self-promotion for his videos as well too. But that'd be fine. Just say nod and every seconds exactly. Just pause the video. Just apply, you know, some actual input to it. So that it's like you should be chill anyways. It's been like a bunch of videos reacting to it, but it'll be fine. If he takes down my video, then it's all good. Make sure to make it 3 hours longer. Jeez, hold on. Let me my dog. All right. Rob Chen say interesting. Yeah. Already 3 hours longer. Jeez, man. Now another long stream. I've been streaming like so long. Last stream I streamed, which was on like Friday, that was 8 hours long playing Hollow Knight. That was just to complete the game. All right. I know some of y'all are like sick of Hollow Knight, but most of you guys just want to watch more Hollow Knight. But I'm like, I'm already burnt out. So, all right, yeah. Don't forget to grab your popcorn. We're gonna react to Mossbag's the mostly complete lore of Hollow Knight, and you can find his video in the description down below. So let's get started. All right, please do not copyright claim me, Mossbag. Please do not. Warning, this video contains a few spoilers for Hollow Knight. Please bear that in mind before embarking on this journey. Or don't. Really don't care. I'm just a text.
If you were to ask me.
Alright, yeah, if you guys didn't know, yo, if you guys are not familiar with Hollow Knight, just to let you know, you guys will be spoiled. Of course. Okay? So that's just a warning beforehand.
What is your favorite video game ever made? I would have to say
Wait, he's the Corn House?
For the Nintendo DS.
Dang, that's pretty base. That's pretty base. I don't know. Hey, Corn in the House. on the DS. Not gonna lie, I used to find that game in the Walmart bin. Just describing the game. It's like the clearance bin. It was like $2 or something like that. But I don't know, favorite games. I don't know what you guys' favorite games are. My favorite game, I can't even decide. I can't decide. I would probably say Pokemon Soul Silver on the DS. That was not totally too bad. My favorite games always change. Always depends on the mood. Is it volume a little?
But Hollow Knight would be a close second. Hollow Knight was released on February 24th, 2017 by Team Cherry,
5 years ago.
A game studio based in the mythical land of Adelaide, South Australia.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Monster Hunter Generation Ultimate, that's your favorite. Dang, you still playing that, right? You playing that? You did. Wait, hold on. Didn't this dude say it's
if you were to
South Africa?
What is your favorite video
South Australia? Hold on.
I would have to say Cory in the House for the Nintendo DS.
He said South Australia.
A close second.
Wait.
Hollow Knight was released on February 24th, 2017 by Team Cherry, an indie game studio based in the mythical land of Adelaide, South.
He said South Australia. This is South Africa, bro. What?
South Australia.
This is Africa right there. I mean, I'm not good with geography anyway, so yo, that's probably accurate. Australia, I'm pretty sure Ohio exactly. It's based on Ohio. Elden Ring was based on Ohio as well. I got the screenshot of proof.
Over the past 3 years, Hollow Knight has become an indie darling.
Yeah.
The game has sold over 3.5 million copies. It was the opening game at AD.
It said 3.5 million copies. This was released 2 years ago. It probably doubled by then.
GQ 2019. There's a Hollow Knight book, a line of plushies.
I know like some of you guys also mentioned that you guys have the plushies. I believe it was it like was it Lady and then Dante mentioned last stream that they had the plushies of the Silk Song chick. I forget what her name was again. Hornet, yeah. Makes a lot of dumb jokes, but I mean it's kind of funny. You need Hollow Knight story time? Oh, I don't know about that. Falling Crystal.
T-shirts.
Yelling Crystal Dash as well. Okay.
Nicotine patches.
Nicotine patches. Oh man, isn't that good? Okay.
Warheads.
Oh, yo, I bet.
And even vinyl records for all you goddamn hipsters.
I mean, the vinyl records seem like the most accurate. Like, I could totally see them having vinyl records for sure. Nuclear bomb warheads though, bro.
Team Cherry.
Like, is it gonna drop and you see like the whole Hollow Knight like icon of like smoke, you know, instead of the mushroom smoke, it's just a Hollow Knight face. Exactly.
Cherry had one goal when making Hollow Knight. They wanted to create a world that allowed players to get completely lost in exploration.
Hey, yo, actually, they were right. Throughout my gameplay of Hollow Knight, I got extremely lost. I had to use all of chat just to navigate around. You know, I call everyone jet fuels, but you guys are my jet GPS at that point. You guys are telling me where to go, left, right, up, down. Yo, we got lost. I didn't know where to go. I was about to Alt F4, but you guys came through. It's just shocker.
We can see this desire in Hollow Knight's design. The levels in Hollow Knight are massive, with secrets and rewards hidden in every nook and cranny.
Wait a minute. I don't think I even found that area.
That powerful charms, special abilities, or the game's navigation system requires the player to work for their map, forcing them to make a stronger mental image of the world in their head.
Which I did not do.
Christopher Larkin's score and Ari Gibson's artwork.
Either the Secret Beehive? I bet. Okay, this is a spoiler, but in this video, he talks about Hollow Knight. Exactly, man. I could not believe it. I can't believe we're watching an actual Hollow Knight video.
To this as well, creating an atmosphere that the player won't want to leave. But there's one aspect of Hollow Knight.
I mean, I kind of wanted to leave after some boss battles, not gonna lie. You know, some boss battles, it took like an hour or 2 hours just to clear. I mean, it's because I didn't upgrade anything. High suction, not missing out. Okay, that's good, yeah. Can you put the volume up, please, you say?
That keeps people like me coming back.
Is that good?
The world building. When Super Metroid launched in 1994, it stood out for its amazing sense of immersion.
I never played this game.
Now in 1994, I was busy not being alive.
Yo, same. Anyone can relate? Yo, relatable. It's good.
but I've watched enough YouTube
We thought we were talking about Hollow Knight, not Super Metroid. I wonder why.
video essays to know that this game was a big deal. In case you didn't know, Super Metroid is basically the granddaddy of all Metroidvanias. That's why they're called Metroidvanias.
Metroidvania.
Now in Super Metroid, there are moments that give the player a sense of depth. Basically the feeling that this world exists outside of Samus's interactions with it. In the room right before that diabetic crocodile thing, Samus can find the corpse of a random soldier.
Okay.
His inclusion here doesn't change the gameplay at all, but instead gives the player a sense of wonder about the world they are exploring. Who was this guy?
That was probably their father. Shady Star? What is good? Yeah, we are reacting to Mossbag's complete lore of Hollow Knight right now, as requested from the rest of Jet Fuel. So, it's, you know, if you already watched it, I mean, I'm just reacting to this. Hopefully, Mossbag doesn't copyright claim me for this video. So it looks like me after we watched 10 hours of Hollow Knight. Exactly. That's me after stream all the time after Hollow Knight. I appreciate it, Shady Star, for coming through. Oh yeah, I just forgot. Yo, I don't know why I forgot. I forgot something. I just realized that I don't even have you guys' avatars up. I just realized that right now. Wow. I got so distracted. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what we got. All right, I want to see everybody up there. That you didn't want them up. I mean, it'll be fine if I just put it in the bottom. Unless, all right, I mean, that's all good. Just put that for a later date.
Why was he here in the first place? Did he like jazz? Now, finding dead bodies and other random garbage.
Oh no, he just played Hollow Knight. That's it. Thought you were doing it, so no distractions. Oh, and I just forgot. I forgot.
Is pretty cool, right? Well, Hollow Knight basically does the same thing about a dozen times. Through its world, dead bodies and
actually, hold on. We have to actually analyze this real quick.
Hollow Knight basically does the same thing about
a dozen times. It actually a dozen. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is not even a dozen, right? Unless I counted wrong. This is 13. It's not a dozen. Ain't no way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 is not even a dozen. But okay,
times.
At least.
Through its world building, Hollow Knight turns Hallownest into a living kingdom. You can sense the ancient history of the land when you look at dilapidated structures or giant barred doors. Nothing feels like it was put into the game randomly. There's a reason for it all.
You're gonna keep the stream on the background while you work, so it's your activity today. It's all good. I appreciate it, Shady Star 24, for coming out today. I know it's more of just a chill day reacting to this video, but I really appreciate that for sure.
Except those reasons aren't the easiest to uncover. Hollow Knight's narrative is buried under layers of NPC dialogue, item descriptions, lore tablets, and even additional content like the Oral Comic and Fangamer's Wanderer's Journal. These past 3 years have seen an insane amount of research by the Hollow Knight community to make sense of Team Cherry's sprawling world. We've even made it to the point where people are looking at the in-game signs to try and decipher Hallownest's logo graph.
Wow, imagine that. Look, actually like deciphering the language inside the game. Why are they on Google Docs though? Yeah, I have no clue. I mean, you had a bunch of researchers for that game, I guess, you know, in the community. But wow, look at this. Thumbs up, hitchhiker symbol, hailing a ride. What? Train tracks, teleport. Train map, multiple skeletons. Geo piece, lines like a money box. Okay. If you like, okay. This is like deciphering this full thing is, if you would like a ride to a place that you recall, deposit geo into the money box. Select from the options and you will be transported on a rail network to the place on the map.
Graphic language. In this video, I hope to give you a long and detailed look into the world of Hollow Knight, exploring Hallownest's history and uncertain future. When I'm not busy making surprisingly accurate Super Smash Bros. Roster
if you guys didn't like notice, is this his own video? Is this his own video? Because it's disliked. He disliked that video.
Videos or insightful podcasts.
This one's disliked as well.
about beloved subjects like the Donkey Kong Country television
Yo,
series.
bass. I remember seeing the Chilled Cow, the lo-fi hip-hop radio station.
Or whatever this was.
Bro, why is he disliking everyone? No way, dude.
To be, I'm usually making videos about Hollow Knight. And while I am a seasoned Hollow Knight lore expert, I cannot confirm that every musing or theory presented in this video
Oh my goodness, the whole script.
is completely correct. I highly
Actually, I feel like there's like a little hint thing here. If we look at the text.
It's a simple fact of life that every human worships a god.
Wait a minute,
Be
what?
that technology
Wait.
or speculation
He had to put something inside
in future.
those texts. Like there's a
It's
subtle
simple
hint.
fact
Whatever. Is this where my dislikes came from? Yo, it's Mossbag.
of life that every
Sure.
human worships a god. Be that technology, ideologies, or in rare cases,
Rick and Morty.
God. As it turns out, the bugs in Halnest pretty much operate in the same way. From the Mosskin born from the dream of a giant slug, to the emo kids of the ancient civilization who literally worship the darkness.
Yo, the emo kids, dude. This is where they belonged. This is their society.
There is
right
no
here.
shortage of things to worship in the world of Hollow Knight. Our story begins with a creature very much worthy of worship. A creature born from the carcass of a worm. The carcass can still be found in the Kingdom's Edge, and it's our only good look at what worms actually looked like. At the time Hollow Knight occurs, it is suggested there are no worms left in the world. They were incredibly long creatures that featured little to no limbs. Another more
Okay.
mysterious property of worms was that they had some kind of prescience or foresight. Basically, they could see the future to some capacity.
Wait, is that Shulk?
It isn't clear how effective this ability was. Considering how the entire race went extinct, this foresight ability must have been pretty shit.
Yo, this is me right now, to be honest. This is me right now. Just laying down here dead after playing Hollow Knight.
Getting back to this particular worm carcass, it is explained that this worm traveled across the distant mountains and wastelands beyond Hallownest. Once it arrived in Hallownest, the worm died. Except not really. Inside the maw of the carcass sits a pale broken egg,
Exactly,
out
average
of
Hollow
which
Knight
hatched
player.
a new form of worm, a being of meager shell. This form of the worm is usually referred to as the Pale King, and he's the character basically responsible for everything that happens in Hollow Knight.
Resembles
Pale
everybody who
King
played
is a
the
higher
game.
being, a type of creature that exists above all others. His body was said to shine with a radiant visage that harmed those who looked upon him. The ultimate goal of the Pale King seemed to be in line with that of other worms. A line from the cryptic Mr. Mushroom reads, "Worms pull bugs into their thrall, till ages pass and kingdoms fall." In other words, it's just in their nature. Dogs
Okay.
wag their tails, cats bury their shit,
Yeah.
and worms bring massive amounts of bugs into their service in order to form long-standing kingdoms and civilizations. And here in a far corner of the world, the Pale King emerged from the corpse of his former self and began to build his eternal kingdom, Hallownest.
Dang.
There's just one slight problem.
Wait, so the was it the Pale King pretty much just merged or whatever, like became his final form or something like that finally.
There's like people already living there. The area that would eventually become Hallownest was already filled with
Oh, I think this is from like the physical collector's edition, where it shows you an entire map of like Hollow Knight. Dude, I think that'd be kind of useful, but again, as a person who's directionally challenged, I don't think this would have helped me, to be honest.
mantises, bees, moths, spiders, mushrooms, and bush cosplay.
Hey, what's up, Schoolie? We're just reacting to Mossbag's complete lore of Hollow Knight video. It's more of a chill stream reacting to the lore of Hollow Knight. You want to play Hollow Knight so dang bad? Long story, can't currently. It's oh man. Ah, bet. Dang. I know the Hollow Knight addiction, getting that itch. But yeah, I know you're busy. You gotta be productive.
Players. Each of these groups were already operating with their own cultures and societies, and each group had a different interaction with the Pale King. One of the more receptive groups to the arrival of the Pale King were the mushrooms of the fungal wastes. These creatures were able to communicate with one another through one shared mind.
Hollow Knight addiction, man. Hollow Knight has been out for around like, was it 3 or 4 years so far? Dude, it's like the fan base is still growing, and with Silk Song's like upcoming release, it pretty much hypes everyone up again. I don't know. After like watching those lore video, probably have to take a break of Hollow Knight for a while, cause we did finish the game, but we were like constantly on it like every single day on stream. So trying to like, I believe I'll just play like little chiller games just for a little bit, and then play like Elden Ring or other games. It depends.
The mushrooms viewed this shared mind as a strength, and they were kinda smug dickheads about it. Ultimately, the mushrooms wearily accepted the Pale King's rule, viewing his foresight as a shield to the dangers of the future. Another group living in the fungal wastes is the Mantis tribe.
Oh yeah, the Mantis.
The Mantises have a rich cultural history reaching back to long before the birth of Hallownest. The Mantises are a proud tribe, believing in the importance of proving one's physical strength. The Mantises are fiercely territorial, but will show respect to those who display great power. These
Garfield. Oh, Garfield, bro. Hey, Hollow Knight's on the PC, right? So I wonder if there's any like mods to change like the character. Right, like let's say you could play as like Pikachu or like something else. That'd be neat. Or play as Sonic, dude. Something like that.
Fight Club enthusiasts were led by 4 powerful Mantis Lords, who I guess just kind of sat around waiting for outsiders to challenge them. The Mantis tribe had no
They are wonderful skin mods. I have to check that out. There's loads. Yo. Okay. Yeah, I have to check that out then. Like it makes me wonder what type of mods or what type of skins they are. I really want to see that. I'm interested in that. Like Mario. No, like there's no way there's not a Mario skin. There's no way there's not a Mario skin. Fireborn features some great ones on this channel. You have to check that out then. I'm pretty sure they have it on like Nexus mods. So gotta have to check that out.
Interest in the Pale King's kingdom, but the two communities did come to a truce. In exchange for their independence from Hallownest, the Mantis tribe kept the beasts of Deepnest from invading Hallownest. Not sure why they didn't just go out.
Hey, what's kind of cool too? Like just like watching some Hollow Knight videos. I've been like browsing around to see what type of like Hollow Knight stuff there are. And there was like a Hollow Knight mod for like multiplayer where everybody was playing like tag. That was pretty cool, seeing that like some like dude pretty much gathered a bunch of other people and just played tag with the rest of everybody in the multiplayer mode of Hollow Knight. That's a cool mod.
About the other exits from Deepnest, but whatever. I'm not an expert on border patrol. I don't work at ICE anymore.
Bro, wait, hold on. He does not work at ICE anymore. What? He was, bro.
Now, many of the different tribes
a part of ICE
were kind enough to leave lore tablets behind, detailing pretty much everything we need to know about them. Unfortunately, the bugs of Deepnest didn't do that.
Affection tag, yeah, it sounds like fun. Fireborn hosts a lot of those too. Yeah, it seems like I'm not sure how it works. I have to check that out. It does sound fun.
We know that the spiders of Deepnest had a monarchy because why not? Those are always good, right? Also, within Deepnest are a separate group of spiders that immigrated to Deepnest at some point in the past. This group was known as the Weavers, and they established their own culture and history within Deepnest.
I think it was mentioned that like Hornets' babysitter pretty much gave birth to all those spiders. I forgot what the name was.
They used looms of silk to weave stories, spells, and shields. One thing we know for sure about Deepnest is that they really didn't want anything to do with Hallownest. The struggles of Deepnest, Hallownest
midwife, yeah, midwife.
Clear as time goes on.
And the only reason why it's called midwife because the wife was mid.
Right now, it seems like the two remained fairly isolated from one another. Another section of pre-Hallownest includes Green Path. Now, as far as we can tell, the mushrooms, mantises, and spiders of Deepnest didn't worship any higher beings. There is this giant mushroom corpse in the fungal core, but I don't think this is a higher being.
I don't think we ever
who the hell
met
would
this one.
Worship a fat-ass mushroom? Fat-ass slugs? Now that's
never
dope.
Seen that.
The land we know as Green Path was created by the higher being known as Un. Un used her great mind to dream the vegetation of Green Path into the once barren caverns. Okay. Un's followers, the Mosskin, were also born out of Un's dream, making her their creator. Green Path at its height was actually much larger than we see in game. At one point, Green Path stretched into both modern-day Queen's Garden and possibly Fog Canyon. Green Path's citizens showed themselves to be a fairly developed society. They built a temple at
We
the
live in
Lake
a
of Ut
society.
in order to worship her, and they even had their
Moss
own
Knight was
line of
waiting for Un.
defense, with Moss Knight showing proficiency in combat,
That's a lot
using
of
nails and
secrets.
shells as weapons. The Law of Un continued to remain in effect even after the Pale King arrived, but it seems like they allowed the king to establish a road through their lands, leading travelers to the heart of Hallownest. Hence the name Green Path. Yeah, Team Cherry really racked their brains when naming this area, didn't they? Next, we
Green,
have
because
the
it's a
bees.
green path.
And while there is no lore on how these bees can turn into fucking drills, or how they can ignore all known laws of aviation,
Oh yeah,
we do know
yeah. I
how they
didn't go to
reacted
that
the Pale
spot.
King.
Thankfully,
These bugs decided to seal their hive off from the rest of the world.
that's like
with
aspeds,
only
but
patrol
on
bees
like
being able to enter and
steroids.
exit the hive. So yeah, the bees are pretty much pointless in this story. And finally we have the Moth tribe. In-game, the only moth settlement is in the resting grounds, but the tribe might have also inhabited the Crystal Peak at one point. Now, as we all know, moths in real life are just complete assholes.
I
As for the
know.
moths in Hollow
There's
Knight,
like only 2 moths
well,
I know about
it's a
in the
bit
game.
complicated. The moth race is described as being a rather pacifist group, with few ever choosing to take up a weapon. During the Pale King's reign, the moth race delved amongst dreams and the dead, displaying the importance of remembering those who have passed, as well as learning how to shape dreams themselves. Similar to the Mothskin, the Moth tribe was born from a higher being
Dream Shield?
known as the Radiance.
Is that how it was made?
Radiance is described
Oh,
as
yeah.
being a light in which the Moth tribe basked.
Dream Shield was made
So she
by
was
moths.
basically a giant lamp to them. Another important aspect about the Radiance is her ties to dreams and a substance known as
I don't think we
essence.
actually went against the
Essence
Radiance.
are the remains of wishes and dreams, and are represented in-game by these dream catcher particle effects. Essence can take the form of whispering roots, as well as dream ghosts, both of which are memories taking root in the world. The Radiance appears to be a creature made of essence, but she isn't the only higher being to give off essence. Un has green particles, the Pale King has gray particles, and this sexy character named Grim gives off fiery red particles. However, the Radiance appears to be the main god when it comes to dreams, even if other gods also dabble in the dream realm. Getting back to the Moth tribe, it is their interaction with the Pale King that we need to discuss. Basically, the Moths turned their backs on the Radiance completely, in order to worship the new light that had appeared, the Pale King's light. So yeah, Moths
who
are
is
assholes
that?
in this game too. With her tribe
I didn't even-
forsaking her, the Radiance became a forgotten memory, a remnant of the past, and a thing that's definitely not going to come up again later in this video. And so the Pale King's
Wait,
new kingdom was
what was that? I don't want to. It's like hard to rewind. Can't really rewind that well.
Hallownest. But there is one aspect of Hallownest that we need to discuss. Unfortunately, to better understand,
Not gonna lie, like watching this video, even though we're like 12 minutes in, I feel like he puts like really subtle hints in the video, like one frame, and you have to really pay attention. Can you use arrow keys? Oh, forgot that existed. I mean, it's like my computer is my keyboard is kind of complicated. Doesn't even have the arrow keys on it.
we're going to have
I
to
did like
read
press
some
like 2 buttons.
poetry. In wilds beyond they speak your name with reverence and regret. For none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch you taught, we changed. Base instincts were redeemed. A world you gave to bug and beast as they had never dreamed. This is from a poem titled Elegy for Hallownest,
I didn't know JNO
written by
works.
Moto
Oh yeah.
Teacher. The
Yeah, he's
poem
JNO.
appears at the beginning of every playthrough, and hints at what the Pale King and his kingdom offered. Much of the land outside of Hallownest appears to be a wasteland, where bugs survive off of
Argoff is a
instinct
dream warrior.
without the burden of mind.
There's 2
Hallownest
nails and 2
somehow
dream
taught
shields.
these
Wow.
bugs and tamed their savagery. Basically, the Pale King changed the instincts of his subjects and granted them higher thought. To get a better picture of this, let's look at 2 different characters, Boone and Tuck.
Boone and
These
Tuck.
adorable panda bug
Oh yeah,
things
Tuck that
give us
sold like a
clear
bunch of
display
eggs.
Hallownest effect. While both appear to be the same species of bug, Boone is dumb as a sack of rocks, struggling to string together words.
Never
while
had Taco
Tuck
Bell? I
speaks
bet.
fairly clearly. The main difference between these 2 characters is that while Boone lives outside of Hallownest, Tuck lives beneath the city's capital. Basically, it appears as though Hallownest is a literal holy ground that raises the intelligence of those who dwell within. The Pale King established a path, starting from the kingdom's entrance in King's Pass, winding through Green Path and the fungal wastes,
Okay.
and finally ending at the massive capital at Hallownest's heart. We now know the capital city as the City of Tears, but that was likely not its original name.
City of Tears. Was it because of the boss battle? Was it the sorcerer? I don't know. I didn't really struggle with that. First attempt clear with that boss battle. Easy peasy. But the dream version, that was something else.
The rain that falls down onto the city from the blue lake above didn't begin until after the kingdom collapsed. So unless the capital was originally named by some edgy literature student, the name City of Tears wouldn't have made much sense. The king's motivation for all this appears to have been his desire to be worshipped. The citizens of Hallownest believe that the Pale King created the world and everything in it. Shrines to the king can be found scattered throughout the kingdom, and king's idols were created and distributed to followers of the king. Despite the worship, the Pale King often kept himself hidden from his subjects, possibly to hide his blemishes. I mean, if you look at the size of the real Pale King to his
arrow
statue in the ancient basin,
what?
The man is clearly overcompensating. The Pale King's White Palace was also built underneath the city, separating him from his subjects even more so. At the same time, certain powers became shunned in Hallownest, though we don't know for sure if the Pale King had anything to do with this.
Hold on. Shitty's. Wait, you tried Taco Bell for the first time like a week ago? You've been missing out on so much, bro. I thought you'd be like, you should have said, "Oh, I wasn't missing out, bro." I mean, Taco Bell's not that bad. Not gonna lie, Taco Bell is not too bad. A lot of people hate on it. Like, I know for sure there's a lot of better, like, you know, Mexican food or Mexican restaurants out there that's way better than Taco Bell, but they're so convenient. So it's like, it's convenient, a little affordable. Like the chalupas, the steak chalupas are actually not too bad. It's, you know, a quick feast. And then the Baja Blast, bro, always have to get the Mountain Dew Baja Blast when I go over there. I know Snapbug says Taco Bell is a disgrace. I bet, I know, but then it's like, when you're hungry, anything tastes good. Said it didn't have Taco Bell in the country, and you recently immigrated. It's amazing trying all the American stuff you heard about on YouTube. Exactly, I know, it's nice, right? It's nice, because like, you hear about it, like, oh, what was it? You got McDonald's, KFC, Popeye chicken, all these other stuff. It's like, that looks good. I want to try that. Right. It's not actually totally too bad, yeah, but like for the price and how fast you get it, not actually bad. Make sure to go to Jet's corporate company, McDonald's, that he works at. I don't actually work at McDonald's, but it's just a running joke because I remember I mentioned that I worked a full-time job, and then someone was like, you mean you work a corporate job at like McDonald's? Yeah. It's a running joke. Wendy's is overrated. I feel like, I mean, hopefully, I mean, this is my personal opinion. Yo, Wendy's, I don't really like Wendy's at all. Like, the ice creams are good. The vanilla ice creams are good. But, dude, last time I went to Wendy's, I got food poisoning. That is why I ordered, like, the bacon supreme, whatever you call it. There was a lot of like, what was it? I think it was, like, 2 burgers and, like, bacons in it. It was a lot to handle. Couldn't eat the whole thing, but I didn't feel good the next day. There's 3 rings of fast food. The McRing, Burger Ring, and the Suffering. The Suffering had to be Taco Bell, right? Denny's? Yo, Denny's is good too. Yeah, the pancakes. Dude, I haven't been to Denny's in the longest time. Like, the pancakes are actually not totally too bad. Honestly, I don't like pancakes, but, you know, here and there, it's not totally too bad. Got a lot of nice stuff, like breakfast food. When I think of Denny's, I just think of breakfast food. That's all I went for, just for like the pancakes or like the bacon or something like that.
Lifeblood is a blue liquid.
They're not talking about the bacon supreme here. I don't know. Like, when I think of Wendy's, I'm like, I can't think of anything that's actually that good from like Wendy's. Not gonna lie.
Liquidy substance that leaves those who drink it feeling refreshed. However, the use of Lifeblood.
You ordered soup and you got jelly? Like, it was literally solid and shook like jelly? I know. I mean, like, with those restaurants, like, sometimes they literally just put it in like the microwave. They just put it in the microwave and it's like, oh, just warm this up and it's all good.
Was seen as a taboo.
It's kind of nasty.
Used it were demonized as heretics.
Just ate dried grapes. That's good. Raisins.
Combat was also shunned. Soul is a sort of life force in Hollow Knight.
Just raisins. Dried grapes is just raisins.
Creatures. But some characters are able to control the soul of others to conjure powerful spirits. But aside from a few exceptions, no citizens of Halnest ever use this power. However, the Pale King didn't rule alone. There was another higher being in the mix, a being known as the White Lady. The White Lady is a weird brute-like being.
Wait, the White Lady, dude. I haven't seen this one. This is like, there's so many stuff I missed out on Hollow Knight.
That can be found in the modern-day Queen's Garden.
Oh, I briefly saw the Queen's Garden. This is like the mother of like the main protagonist, the character that we play. I briefly saw it, but I don't think I actually went to this area, like inside. Yeah, we saw the outside of her house, yeah, but didn't actually go around or inside it.
She is encased in a strange.
He said maybe Denny's is good in some other places, but not in here. Over there, all the reviews for it are like 3 stars. What? I don't know. I maybe it's the same. Maybe it's the same for where I'm from. I didn't look at the ratings. What should I say one, or do you want to find out? Might as well say the spoilers, because I don't think I'll like, you know, get back on Hollow Knight in a while.
And we know very little about her. With as much exposition we get for the.
And you know, another restaurant that I just thought about, you know, like the memes, like welcome to Chili's, or, you know, the dude's like welcome to Chili's or something like that. I actually haven't been to Chili's before. I'm not even sure what they serve there. Chili's, I guess. Imagine it's not actually Chili's, but just pizza, bro.
Pale King, there is next to nothing on the White Lady. But one thing we do know is that she likes to breed. Like, a lot.
Wait a minute. Hey, yo, what?
The White Lady would often retreat to the Queen's Gardens, an area of land once controlled by the Mosskin. How exactly?
Welcome to Ohio.
Welcome to Ohio.
It's all Chili's, always happen. Just Chili's. Only Chili's. So there's a bench in Hollow Knight, and there's a weird spider people. When you sit on the bench, you'll stick there and people take off their robes and get ready to eat you. Oh, I believe that I went to that place. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that place. I went to that the bench, and everybody tried to eat me in, but then it got teleported to a different place. You haven't seen one in New Zealand? Yeah, Chili's. I don't even know if I have any Chili's nearby me. I have no clue. It's not really on the menu for me. When I think about like restaurants, Chili's, it doesn't pop up in my head. Like only just today, I just remembered that it pretty much existed.
She walked around and actually went places is a lore question too deep for even my expertise. The White Lady is also known as a pale being, along with the Pale King. What exactly are pale beings? Well, we don't know for sure, but they seem to stand out even amongst higher beings, as being even more powerful. I know that's a little confusing, so let's try using an example. I'd say that regular higher beings are like a TP-Link Archer C7 AC1750 wireless.
Wait a minute, how did we get here? How did we get to this freaking router? I was like zoned out for a few seconds. I'm so confused. It's like, can't try, yeah. Keep the chat calm. We're gonna do everything but that. They're pale, basically. Okay.
Dual-band gigabit router. While pale beings are like the Asus RT-AX88U.
This is actually relatable. This is totally relatable. You know, imagine someone's actually, you know, in the market for buying a freaking Wi-Fi router, and they're like, this is that one that was researching. This is actually not totally too bad. It has 5.1 gigahertz, and its radius is like, what is it, 300 meters away? Oh my goodness.
AX6000 dual-band 8x gigabit Wi-Fi router.
Oh, gigabyte. Bro. Router is the Ohio EXE.
The Pale King, Halnest underwent a bit of an industrial revolution.
Yeah.
He ordered the construction of the stagways, which were used to transport passengers and goods. The Forgotten Crossroads and the storerooms above the City of Tears were used to store goods that traveled along these stagways. The king also ordered the
you know the retention rate. Okay, like I feel like for people that I watch videos on, they don't want me watching the videos because the retention rate is not going to be that great. Like I feel like I have some sort of bad like attention span, or I get like bored and just like click off on it, like, oh. That's why like most of the time I usually just watch like live streams now for some strange reason, and just put it on the background or whatever. Like actual videos, I haven't been watching actual like long videos now. Mostly short content or just live streams.
Construction of the
'Cause
tramways,
they're like interactions.
because literally no one is safe from the threat of automation. A tram was built between the Forgotten Crossroads and the resting grounds.
Makes me wonder who built the whole tramway. Must have been developed by Elon Musk.
A second tram was built from the Kingdom's Edge.
I think YouTube made humans have tiny attention spans. Yeah, not gonna lie, it's kind of strange. I remember talking about how TikTok, I believe TikTok, you know how they have short content and how YouTube also have short content as well. That pretty much made everybody's attention span
Across
decrease.
the ancient basin over to Deep Nest. And then a third tram was started in
Hell King's basically Elon Musk for bugs. You might be stating facts.
Deep Nest and attempted to go further into Deep Nest. Not sure how useful that would have been to the bugs of Hollow Nest, but whatever. The Pale King's a smart guy.
Oh yeah, it said Pale King a smart guy for sure, for sure. But then again, Elon Musk bought Twitter, so not gonna. No comment there. He bought Twitter. I think that's the worst decision right there. That was like money drained. Elon Fork. I know.
I'm not gonna question him.
I'm not gonna lie. It feels like, you know, if they continue making new products, they might as well make a new Hollow Knight for the Pale King product. Except it's, you know, using the Pale King as a fork. That'd be nice. You know, who wouldn't want a Pale King as their utensil to eat?
But anyway, the Pale King's super smart plan to build a tram in Deep Nest ended up getting a few of his tram workers killed. The bugs of Deep Nest rejected the Pale King's attempt to build a tram
Worst
in their
boss
territory,
ever.
further cementing the poor relations shared between the two groups. Aside from convenient fast travel,
Yeah, for
regular
sure.
pathways were also used to cart goods around the kingdom. From this was born probably
You're gonna actually make yourself a Pale King fork? That's the best. Yeah, you should make that. Yo, what's the one? What is good? Hey, what is good? Yo, thank you for joining, you know, Jet Fuels. I'm a variety VTuber. But right now, we are watching the mostly complete lore of Hollow Knight. I finished Hollow Knight just a couple of days ago. So we were watching a lore video explaining of what exactly, you know, goes on in like Hollow Knight. So I mean, if you haven't played Hollow Knight before, you're gonna get really spoiled. So just a warning out there for sure. And then Shady Slice has a white lady spoon and per nail knife. Yeah, actually that'd be really cool. That'd be nice products. I'm surprised that they didn't make it. But yeah, appreciate it, Whistle, for, you know, coming through and becoming one of us, Jet Fuels. All right, let's get back to the video. Yeah, it's mostly just me just reacting to the video today. Said you look like the complete opposite of your favorite VTuber. Also have being Hollow Knight, actually. Okay. Look like the complete opposite of your favorite VTuber. Maybe they use the same, like, similar model, because the model that is being used is created by Lithia VTuber, and her model is pretty much is able to be used by anybody. So anybody could buy the model, so it's possible. We're only 18 minutes and we have been here for an hour. Wait, are you for real? It's been an hour already? this reaction video is supposed to be like an hour and 17 minutes, but we're only like 18 minutes of it. Dude. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Okay, that's good though. What's a win that you beat Hollow Knight, because then it's like you're not totally spoiled from it. It's gonna be next year when you finish.
probably
Okay,
one of the most important
That's
groups
true.
in Hollow Nest, and perhaps even all of fiction.
we're so good at
An
this.
elusive guild of bugs.
I think that's how all my streams go. Where like I always stall.
Simply known as the Mender bugs, took to maintaining the various signs scattered throughout Hollow Nest. From the journal entry of one Mender bug, we can catch a glimpse into their ancient and unknowable minds.
Zoran has a white
Dear
tail,
diary,
white red eyes.
isn't life just
So it's a Zoran has tail, white hair, red eyes, white jacket, and basically needles for shoes. Okay, I have to check them
a
out.
beautiful
I
thing?
haven't heard of them.
Fixing signs, mending posts, let them break, I say. I'm a better mender for all that repairing. I sometimes doubt there's a single
I'm
bug
curious.
in all of Hollow Nest happier than me.
Another example of the Pale King's expanding infrastructure is the Crystal Peak. This area is filled with crystals that grow rapidly along walls, ceilings, and even the shells of certain bugs. These crystals were considered valuable to the bugs of Hallownest, resulting in large-scale mining efforts. We don't actually see the crystals used anywhere else in Hallownest, but they are said to contain a sort of energy.
It's fun
The crystals
though.
are
Yeah. Vazoran. Yeah. Right here. Oh, that's pretty cool. YouTube makes bad attention spans. Also, YouTube makes everyone learn how to stop 57 hours. I know it's bad. I have a bad habit now.
also said to sing if you listen very carefully.
That a rock candy dropped by a careless kids at first. Oh yeah, like those, was it a Snap It, Rock Pop, whatever candy.
In terms of military,
Those are like so
Hallownest-
good. Like if you guys remember like those candies, what do you call it? It's like the pop sack. It's not pop sack. It's like those pop candies. Like you put it in your mouth and it like kind of sizzles. Like it just pops in your mouth. I don't know if they
First line of defense.
I don't know if they sell those anymore. Pop rocks. Yeah, pop rocks. Those are the word. That's the word. Yeah, that's the candy. Dude, do they still sell those? I haven't seen those in stores in like the longest time. They still sell them? Wow, okay. It's still a thing. It's still a hot commodity, I guess.
Appeared to be a group simply known as the Five Great Knights. The members of this esteemed coalition were Ogrim,
And I'm not gonna lie. I wonder what the heck is in Pop Rocks. Right. It feels like when you eat it, like you're eating some like bad chemicals. Like even though it tastes good, what if it's actually bad for you? Dude.
Hegamol, Zamir, Drya, and Isma. For being so important, most of the information
Yeah,
about
straight
these
up,
knights
yeah.
has been lost to time. Ogrim is the knight we know the most about, since he is one of the few knights still alive
Yeah, the dung
during the events
eater.
of the game. Ogrim expressed a
The
great
dung
amount
eater
of loyalty
bug.
towards the king, and he maybe had something going on with
Go back a
Isma.
little in the video. Wait for what? Wait, which? I don't know. We went so far already. I have no clue. Yeah, Pop Rocks from some Chinese brand that was so strong it left storage in your mouth, dude. No way. It feels like when you put it in your mouth, it pretty much, you know, instead of like a little pops, bro. Those are like explosions in the freaking mouth.
But we really don't
You got like freaking rockets from above just going inside your
know.
mouth. 1902, what? 1955, that's where we're at. 1902. Let's see.
Walls, ceilings, and even the shells of certain bugs.
Let's check.
These crystals were considered valuable to the bugs of Hallownest, resulting in large-scale mining efforts. We don't actually see the crystals
Yeah, right here.
used anywhere else in Hallownest,
This is like the totem thing, right? That we saw from before that they pretty much deciphered. What was it? The Hollow Knight community pretty much deciphered like this whole symbol thing from before. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's over here, little snap bug. Just talking about crystals.
but they are said to contain a sort of energy. The crystals are also said to sing if you listen
Wait, to
very
sing.
carefully.
What? Yo, what? How did you miss this? You missed the Rick Roll. Did he get copyright claimed from playing this song, dude? Oh, no way. It said, okay, I see. It said, you're making your own VTuber. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. I know it's pretty neat. It's a whole process making the own VTuber. Gotta like draw, then you also gotta rig the character.
But we really don't know. Hegamol was known for his sense of humor and his soft-spoken voice, but at the same time, he was also dummy thick. Mysterious
true.
Amir arrived in Hallownest from a serene land, bringing with her a collection of delicate flowers. At some point, she also got into a relationship with a mantis, but not just any mantis, a daughter of one of the mantis lords.
Wait, wasn't this like the one where there's like a whole quest line for it? Like where the moth was in love with another moth? But, you know, the parents didn't allow for that?
So yeah, it seems like these great knights were slaying in more ways than one. All we really know about Drya is that she was fierce, caring, and wise. As for Isma, she was described as being kind. She also appears to be some sort of weird plant life form, but there's no information on where she's from or what her powers were. The Five Great Knights play an important role in the Champion's Call,
Mantis flower
the
bug.
Knotted Grove, and the Battle of the Blackworm. We have no idea what these events were or how they affected Hallownest, but they sound cool nonetheless. During Hallownest's reign, there was another strange area that seemed to exist separate from the Pale King's rule. Carved out of the corpse of an ancient bug, an area called the Colosseum of Fools was constructed, and it was a destination for warriors from outside Hallownest. The sole purpose for fighting in the Colosseum appeared to be simply for glory, with a mysterious figure known as the Lord Fool overseeing the combat. We don't know when the Colosseum was constructed or if the Pale King was involved, but one of his servants, the Pale Lurker, became a champion in the Colosseum.
The Pale Lurker, dude.
Perhaps indicating the Pale King.
Like, honestly, when I encountered him, I thought he was like pretty much doing like a Rasengan. You know, I didn't think that this was like a light. I thought it was like a yellow Rasengan from like Naruto.
And finally, there was the Royal Waterways, where the fecal excrement of the kingdom
it's a girl.
was washed out into the fungal wastes. This area saw the rise of a species of parasite-like creatures called the Flukes. The Flukes spawned from the Fluke Marm, a giant.
Dude, I didn't enjoy this boss at all. I don't think we actually beat it. We just skipped it at this point. Like, it spawned too many like deadly bugs out there.
Monster with cavities in which tinier flukes.
I don't know why. It felt like it spawned like 10 all at once. I have no clue how to even kill all that.
Live. There really isn't too much.
It's spawning like 10 of these flying bugs. When a sucker kicked that thing, if only we could use like a flamethrower. You know, dude, I'm actually surprised. Does Hollow Knight have like mods where you could like use a flamethrower as a weapon? That would be awesome. Using a flamethrower in Hollow Knight. That'd be fun.
But I do need to point out that the Fluke Marm is canonically a MILF.
Wow.
Like, that's not even debatable. The sky is blue, 2 + 2 = 4, and we all want to fuck this thing.
Okay.
And so this was the kingdom of Hallownest at its height. Hallownest was a vast kingdom connected by a network of stagways and tram stations. The bugs of Hallownest mourned their dead on the resting grounds, engaged in commerce using Geo, the de facto currency of the region, and a thriving capital located in the middle of the kingdom. The Pale King had succeeded in crafting a full-blown society, but we all know there are pitfalls to living.
AK-47 mod in the Hollow Knight?
As a suspiciously knowledgeable hunter points out in his journal, the Pale
King
King had created a population of weak and pathetic creatures. The bugs of Hallownest did not hunt for their own food, and had become complacent with their comfort. This is even more obvious with the east wing of the capital. These greedy members of Hallownest's
you know what'd be even cool too for Hollow Knight mods? Mods where it basically makes you look like the characters in the game, right? Like you could become like the Pale King, or it could be like, was it the Bapanada girl, the shopkeeper chick,
society,
something like that.
Complete cowards, obsessed with riches and plum from excess wealth. The bugs living in Hallownest Prime looked quite different
for those?
from the
No way.
simpletons they once were.
Their
savagery had been replaced with intelligence, and through that intellect, they gave the Pale King the devotion and service he desired. And while there were a few snags along the way, they were...
You know one thing, right? Since, you know, there's like the multiplayer mod, I wonder how well that works. Because if there's a multiplayer mod, it'd be nice where like you know how like in they have the stages where you could go against like radiant bosses, and instead of like going against a boss, it's like a 1v1 with like another player. So basically it's kind of like Hollow Knight but a fighting game. That would be cool. Like if you think about it, Hollow Knight as a fighting game where you go against other players, dude, actually that would be kind of cool seeing that. Like people going against each other, because like the combat in Hollow Knight as a platformer is pretty unique. The mod community for Hollow Knight is quite large.
They were shining times for the king.
I bet. Time to throw hands.
Subject. Resting at the threshold of Hallownest is a strange lore tablet, proclaiming Hallownest to be the last and only civilization. It calls Hallownest an eternal kingdom. This appears to have been the Pale King's goal, for Hallownest to stand against the wasted world as a final beacon for civilization. And that was the Pale King's ultimate folly, to think that he could succeed where so many others had failed before. Long before the Pale Kings or the Barry Bensons of the world, the land of Hallownest was controlled by an ancient caste. Hints of Hallownest's history are littered throughout the land, with the most notable examples being the soul totems and arcane eggs. One sect of these ancient bugs didn't worship a god like the Pale King or any lord,
yeah, you could probably
but instead a dark and mysterious substance known as the Void. This ancient caste once also tried to lay claim to the entire land of Halonest, but they too
24
failed.
minutes in.
In his quest to conquer all of Halonest, the Pale King had made an enemy long forgotten, an enemy that was about to be remembered.
I won.
I mentioned earlier that the Moth tribe entirely forgot about the Radiants in order to worship the Pale King.
Is that true?
But that isn't quite true. Memories
It's
of her
facts.
still lingered, and hushed whispers of faith kept the Radiants alive. At the summit of the Crystal Peak, a location known as Halonest Crown, a strange collection of glyphs can be found. Joining these glyphs is a statue of the Radiants, presiding over the kingdom below.
Glitz?
This old summit is the sole standing shrine left to the Radiants.
Okay.
This was built in order to keep the memory of the Radiants alive. The Radiance's light began to appear in the dreams of Halonest citizens.
I see they got
This
nails.
light manifested itself in an infection that ravaged through the kingdom's tunnels. Those infected would fall into a deep sleep and awaken with broken minds.
Yeah, you can tell because it got
Some
orange
of
in
the
their
lesser
eyes.
bugs tried to resist the Radiance's light, which only resulted in them being
That's a
consumed by it
lot.
even more so. Many infected
Bro.
bugs lost their wills and began attacking bugs that weren't infected. The infection also twisted the bodies of its hosts,
It's like zombies.
causing them to bloat and occasionally
And all the infection possibly came from like you know those sprays, like those bug sprays, right? All this infection probably came from bug sprays. like Hollow Knight is based off of like an area, like in like your backyard or something like that. Your front driveway. Who knows? Hollow Knight's based on the front driveway.
develop orange cysts on their bodies. For many victims, they were reverted back to their basic instincts, carrying out the duties they once fulfilled in life, but now as mindless slaves. Those caught up in the infection were linked into the Radiance's hive mind, allowing her to control their bodies if needed. As the infection spread across Halonest, many groups looked to solutions to fight off the Radiance's light. The gates to the City of Tears were closed in an attempt to keep the infection from reaching the city. The stagways were also shut down at some point, and many of the stags eventually died out, but some took more proactive efforts against the infection. The scholars of the Soul Sanctum decided to harness the power of Soul in an attempt to fight the infection.
Okay.
This resulted in the deaths of hundreds of bugs, whose souls were sucked out and injected into the bodies of the scholars. Their goal was to achieve some kind of pure focus, which would somehow protect them from plagues of the mind. The scholars' leader, the Soul Master, was driven mad by the sheer power of Soul.
Oh, yeah, the
and
Soul
his
Master.
entire
Yeah,
sect
dude,
failed
first
to
attempt.
avoid
You killed the Soul Master first attempt.
infection.
That was easy.
But hey, at least they took as many innocent people down with them as they could. The Mantis tribe, showing a stronger will than the common bug, were able to stave off the infection. However, one of the 4 Mantis lords turned against his sisters. He and his followers took
I don't
in
think
the
I actually
infection
fought that
willingly,
one. That
as
boss.
it gave them more strength and courage. At some point during all this, the Traitor Lord and his followers were exiled from the Mantis village, eventually taking up residence in the Queen's Gardens. The Traitor Lord's daughter ended up dying at some point. This is the same Mantis that was in a relationship with Zamir, one of the 5 Great Knights. But the Mantises rejected their union because of Zamir's outsideness. As a gamer, this type of prejudice
Wait, is this Mossbag right here? No way. I see the Doki Doki Literature Club. That's based. The GameCube controller, freaking Joker puppet, and then Sonic holding was what is this, like Talnar or something like that? Wow, you need to fight him to get to the mom's house, but they need it.
is
That's
all
true.
too familiar.
Yeah, because you just try to get to the end game.
And honestly, it makes me sick.
Gamers rise up.
the 5
That's true.
Great Knights completely useless to fight against the infection, the Pale King devised his own scheme. A scheme involving a strange substance known as Void. As I mentioned earlier, the Pale King's White Palace was built in an area called the Ancient Basin, but his castle wasn't the only noteworthy thing down there. At the bottom of the Ancient Basin was the entrance to a pit known as the Abyss.
Yeah.
Within the Abyss was a lake.
Hey, not gonna lie, guys. This is the longest I actually watched like a YouTube video. This is the longest I actually watched a YouTube video. You know, I could barely even like continue on watching anime or movies nowadays. It's the longest, but we're getting through this.
Lake composed of void.
Bro.
The Pale King realized that this void could be given form, as evidenced by an imprint of such deep within the abyss, possibly left there by the ancient civilization that predated Hallownest. The Pale King devised a workshop in his palace, where he placed void in armor shells imbued with soul, creating servants known as King's Molds and Wing Molds. These void creatures were somehow imprinted with the desire of the Pale King.
You like discipline? Exactly. You're making you do things that you did not think is possible. I know you're stating facts. It is true. It is true. Like finishing a game and then possibly, I don't know, we'll try and see if we can finish this video.
Servant. It isn't clear when the Pale King started making these creatures. There is evidence to imply that even common bugs were aware of King's Molds. But the point is, the Pale King turned to the void in order to create another creature.
I'm trying to give Mossbag my attention span.
One that he believed could contain the Radiance and her infection. He tried to create a pure vessel. The Radiance
he does a good job
explaining everything and a mind in order to enslave it. A pure vessel would be a creature made of void designed to lack those features. The Pale King believed that by harnessing the void inside a pure vessel, he would be able to stop the infection and keep Hallownest lasting eternal. But his method for creating this so-called pure vessel was
Yo, there's so many. I think like we are one of the vessels, right?
incredibly cruel.
Those are like the siblings.
And her King Kong-sized libido come into play.
Jeez, man.
These two higher beings engaged in a union of some kind, resulting in the creation of several eggs that were dropped down into the abyss. There, the void seeped into these eggs, corrupting
They all died from a battle royale, but
offspring of the Pale King and the White Lady. This act resulted in the creation of the
exactly, I know.
vessels. The vessels are not technically considered to be alive. They are shells created from the Pale King and White Lady that have been filled with a void. Within each vessel is a shade, a completely void being hidden behind the face.
Wait a minute. Oh, that makes sense because when we die, we become a shade.
I guess because they're dead or something. I'm not sure if that's how that works, but whatever. I'm not an expert on these kinds of things.
Man, in America
anymore.
Bro.
Thousands of vessels.
A recurring joke that he doesn't work at ICE anymore, dude.
Process. But only one was chosen as the pure vessel.
I didn't know about that food.
This particular vessel, chosen by the Pale King, was deemed the Hollow Knight, and was taken away to the White Palace. But I want to take a bit of a closer look at this part of the story. There are a number of questions and theories surrounding this moment that I really want to...
Wait. I never seen this. Is this an actual thing in the game? I really don't remember seeing this part.
The big question surrounding this moment is why was the Hollow Knight chosen over any other vessel? One common theory is that the Pale King took these vessels back to the White Palace and evaluated them using his giant collection of buzzsaws. This
Why does he have a collection of that?
Explanation. It kinda exists just to explain the buzzsaws, which is quite the mystery, I'll admit. But it doesn't really mesh with the vessels.
Dude, okay, if I went through this is like the epitome of me hating platformers. You expect me to get through all this? No way. This, like, you know, all the bosses are doable for sure, but this, no, that's the end game boss, the actual boss, the platforms.
Very well. How does being good at Super Meat Boy prove that you are a worthy vessel? And while thinking about logistics in a game about magic bugs is never a good idea, how exactly did the Pale King transfer these thousands of vessels to his palace without characters like the Dung Defender finding out? So this means that the Pale King probably made his decision without taking
the Pain's optional challenge at least.
So how did the Pale King make his evaluation?
Path of Pain. Good thing it's optional because the entire game is Path of Pain though, it feels like. Next Hollow live stream, Jet needs to do all endings in 5 minutes. Goodness gracious, man. That would only... Yo, you know what I would do? Hey, you trying to make that a challenge? I bet I could do that. You know how I'll do that? Literally. Okay, I'll just go on YouTube. Just press play and pretend that's my gameplay right there. Jeez. Or just cut it. So it's like, you see the beginning of the game, oh, just cut to the ending credits. That's it. You just see the ending credits. You just splice it exactly.
I think the best explanation comes from a theory I originally heard from a user named Golden Flower Fan. Basically, the vessels were hatched down at the bottom of the abyss, and the first one to make it to the top was chosen by the Pale King. In a memory of this event,
speedrunners,
vessels falling from above back down into the pit of the abyss. Perhaps these vessels weren't being cast down into the abyss, but fell while trying to escape out of it. The lore tablet outside the abyss appears to support this theory. It reads, "Our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its
Ah,
creation.
so the per vessel.
We shall enter that
Only
place
one that
no
went up.
longer." This tablet was likely written right after the Hollow Knight was chosen, considering that is when the entrance to the abyss was sealed off. The tablet proclaims that the pure vessel has ascended, or in other words,
Ascend,
climbed out of
ascend,
the
ascend,
abyss.
ascend.
And
Gorb.
while cut content should never be considered canon, I would just like to point out that an earlier version of this tablet, found in the game's code, was even more explicit about this. It read,
How do you know?
"From below, our pure vessel has ascended." But how does
Wait, Gorb. I wonder if that's a reference to Gorb as well, because Gorb is like ascend, 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 ascend.
making it to the top of the abyss first prove that the Hollow Knight is somehow a perfectly hollow vessel? Well, I think this whole concept might just be a misconception. What if the Hollow Knight wasn't any different from the other vessels?
Gorb.
All the vessels were made in the exact same way after all. The idea that the Hollow Knight was somehow more hollow than the other vessels comes from the fact that there were so many vessels created in the first place. If they only needed one, then why create
Your Hollow Knight downloaded? Yeah. Cool. You. Hey, Hollow Knight. Hey, okay. Let's see. I see.
so goddamn many? I mean, this is like
Dude. Hey, hopefully you enjoy it. Let's see. Dude, I like how there's like Waldo right here. You know, with like one of the parts in the Hollow Knight game where you look through like the whole magnifying glass. Well, not the magnifying glass, but the glass where you could look at like a scope or something like that. I was like, bro, where's Waldo? You say, you watching the best game ever made? Oh, what's up, Superior Kitten? Yeah, we were just watching like the lore video from Mossbag. It's a complete lore video of Hollow Knight. Pretty much goes through the entire lore of Hollow Knight. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Hollow Knight is pretty good. I just completed it a couple of days ago, so that's why we are pretty much, you know, watching this video. So then we kind of have an understanding of the lore. It's a pretty lengthy one. We're like 32 minutes in from Mossbag. But yeah, I have like my whole playthrough throughout my live streams, but I appreciate it for, you know, being here. The Superior Kitten. Okay.
Octomom on steroids. Well, these are bugs we're talking about, so it would make sense that multiple offspring would come from one
Hollow Knight's the
egg,
greatest game ever.
and it might have been a precaution to
It's a
produce
pretty good
multiple
game,
vessels
not gonna lie.
in hopes that at least one would be able
First
to
game that actually
successfully escape the
completed
abyss.
like it's like
Now,
wait,
another-
actually when you're thinking about it, Hollow Knight's the actual first platformer game I ever completed in my life. Yo, I just realized that it's actually the first platformer game I ever completed in my life. Yeah, I think that's actually true. I think that's actually true. I'm glad that I got it. Like, I'm glad that I streamed it because it definitely improved a lot.
explanation could be that the Pale King just yeeted other vessels that made it to the top first, after determining that they weren't hollow, which would better explain why so many were created. Ultimately, the exact details aren't super important, but I do find it interesting how many different interpretations can be pulled from this part of the lore.
Why is that?
After the Hollow Knight was chosen, the Pale King sealed the doorway to the abyss, leaving the discarded vessels to rot away in darkness. These actions were not taken lightly by the Pale King or the White Lady. Both participants expressed shame in what they did,
Okay.
but saw no other option to save the kingdom. But the vessels weren't the only poor saps sealed away in the abyss.
King's
There was
brand
also
you
a
need.
lighthouse that was built
What's
on
that?
top of a naturally formed spire, its light shining down on an ocean of abyss below.
Yeah, we did
Inside
that.
was one of the
Well, I mean,
Pale
like,
King's royal retainers, who
what's
was
going
left
on?
in charge of keeping the
Wait a
lighthouse
minute.
turned on.
Yeah.
So this brave soul was willingly sealed in a dark and dangerous tomb for the rest of his life, just so he could not pull
Oh,
a
to get
lever.
the abyss, yeah.
Well, at least he was living with purpose. With the abyss sealed and the Hollow Knight chosen,
Oh, that's true.
the Pale King's
Yeah, we had to
plan
get
was
yeah,
beginning to
I
come
know,
together.
That's how we got to the abyss in the playthrough. Was it actual optional thing to go down in the abyss? Because I feel like I don't think we really did much in the abyss besides getting like a new spell. It's strange because we went to the abyss to get a spell. Wait, no, it's the dash. Oh, the shade dash. Actually, no, yeah, Yeah, the shade dash. We actually need that anyways, but I don't think we really use it that much. Let's see. It said chat disconnected. Okay, you have to. Yeah.
The Hollow Knight was
Yeah, the
raised
shade
in
dash.
shame
That's it.
prime
That's true.
form, causing it to
But the spell though, the spell, whatever it's called, didn't use a spell at all. Wanted to fight the Radiance. Haven't done that yet. Yeah, I've been just taking a break from Hollow Knight. That is why. Like, so last stream I played on Friday. Spent like 8 hours just to complete like Hollow Knight, just to complete it. So don't have to like worry about it anymore. But I don't know. I might get back to the game again, but not anytime soon. Kind of burnt out from it. Been streaming like Hollow Knight like every day, and there's like 4 hour or 3 hour streams. But it's a challenge though.
grow several times its original size. We don't know exactly why this happened, but I guess the Hollow Knight
Spent
is just
16 hours playing it all at you mean like all at once, or like just going through the playthrough? Because I think in total I believe we have like 40 hours in total. It started like last week. I streamed all of my Hollow Knight gameplay. It's insane. That's a first platformer game. I think I did pretty decent. Like some bosses I killed in my first attempt, and we didn't really get that much upgrades either on the nail and all that. So it was actually pretty fun.
grower, not a shower. We know that the Hollow Knight was trained to
100
use a
hours in
nail,
all.
but why was
I know
this
it's
even
addicting for
necessary?
sure.
One possible explanation is that the Hollow Knight needed to protect itself in case an intruder tried to kill it. You know, like the player. Or perhaps this was important in the process of containing the Radiance. Unfortunately, the details of that are never fully explained. The Hollow Knight might have somehow focused the Radiance inside itself, but Team Cherry gives us no explanation of how that might have worked.
Yeah.
But that still wasn't enough for the Pale King. Additional seals were needed in order to protect the Hollow Knight's physical body while the Radiance was trapped inside of it. To achieve
Wait a minute. So is a Hollow Knight like something that is a Hollow Knight the like one of the little like Hollow Knight thingies that climbed up to the abyss?
this, the Pale King
Gonna do something, so you're gonna put you on the background.
sought the
All
help
good.
of three
Appreciate
particular
it.
bugs, who would later be known as the Dreamers,
I know right now,
Luri and the
just
Watcher,
watching those
One among the
videos, not
teacher,
really,
and Hera the Beast.
just chill, just
Lurian is
reacting
definitely
to
the
it.
most
I'm not.
mysterious of the three
Feels like I'm not really
Dreamers.
reacting
Lived in
to
the
it.
Watcher Spire in the City of Tears. From there, Lurian watched over
Okay.
the city with his
He
telescope.
is.
Lurian was a pretty big fan of the king, so it probably took little convincing for him to lie down for him. Lurian might also be tied to another strange incident that occurred in the City of Tears. Hidden on some of Lurian's lore tablets are images of jars. The
Wait a
same
minute.
jars that can be found stockpiled in the Tower of Love.
I remember that I think what was it Snapbug mentioned about like look at the background. I thought I was talking about the dead bugs, but it's actually talking about those tablets. I didn't know about that. I wouldn't really like remember like seeing these tablets in this area. You should watch any Radiance fight after this. They're insane, dude. Okay, yeah.
This building sits on the outskirts of the city and is the setting of one of the most bizarre
Is it easy to get to the Radiant fight? Cause then like I mean like, we completed the game. I'm not sure what happens. Like if the save data is deleted, or do we just go back to a certain spot?
bosses in the game. The Collector. The Collector is a void construct that appears to have been
Yeah, it was
made
too
from
much
the
work.
same
Yeah, I'm
mold
not gonna
used
attempt
to
it.
create the King's molds. But the Collector is unique because, well, the Collector stayed in the Tower of Love.
Gotta
where
get
the
past all the
Knight
saw blades?
elected
Aw,
on the
dang, dude.
establishment. In the tower, a number of bugs can be found captured in jars.
That's gonna
and
be
find
like
that these
4
two are
hours worth
tasked with
of just
collecting
getting
these
through that
creatures.
part.
However, the Collector somehow became obsessed with grubs, creating a map to keep track of grubs it
I
captured.
like
in
how like the
jars,
music sounds
as well
like
as
this.
keeping a strange shrine, displaying a grub in the style of the Vitruvian Man.
Vitruvian Man, was that all the
Eventually,
dude
the bug
you
staying
mentioned?
with the Collector decided to lock it inside the Tower of Love, and fled to the Queen's Gardens, where it died, likely due to overexposure to the void.
Wow.
Despite being locked up in the tower, the Collector is still spotted by the Hunter at some point, which either means this only happened recently, or the Hunter has been farting around the
Is that the
palace
hunt?
for
I
a
don't think I
long-ass
actually
time.
encountered the hunter.
We have no idea what these creatures were trying to do. It's
I don't think we
implied
actually
that
went
the
to this
collector was
part.
trying to preserve the creatures of Hollow Nest, perhaps trying to protect them from the spread of the infection, but we don't know where the collector's obsession with grubs originated. And while Lurian does seem connected to all of this,
Maybe it's
we
like
don't
a
know
cure
how
to it.
involved he was with this operation,
Cure to the
or what his
infection.
end goal exactly was. Motomon the teacher lived
only
in
saw
the
his head,
teacher's
though?
archives, a library built atop a lake of acid in the Fog Canyon. The lower half of her body consists of
collect his music in the
tentacles,
game, okay.
making her a popular subject for the thriving Hollow Knight R34 community.
Bro.
The archives
No
of
way.
the Fog Canyon as a whole are also filled with these strange Metroid
That's actually
knockoffs.
strange.
These creatures are likely related to Monomon in some way. They could be her live offspring, her test tube babies, or possibly even her shit.
Bro.
Monomon uses futuristic cathode
That's a
ray
lot.
tube
That's a lot of
to
shit.
store information about Hollow Nest. Several terminals in the teacher's archive go into detail about the Pale King's plan to defeat the Radiants, indicating that Motomon had intimate knowledge of what she was taking part in. Finally, the Pale King sought the help of Hera the Beast, the Queen of Deep Nest. Now, as I mentioned earlier, relations
of
between
Deep Nest?
Hollow Nest and
Oh.
Deep Nest were kinda not great. Unlike the other two dreamers, Hera needed to be convinced in order to help the Pale King. Hera would
Okay.
eventually agree to become a dreamer in exchange for a child. The
Is
Pale
she
King
even-
agreed, and the two engaged in a dalliance, which is
Bro.
a fancy way of saying they totally.
Yo.
The White Lady
No.
was okay with this arrangement.
Dang, she got, wow, she got,
In
oh,
fact, she might have been
I
watching.
see Pale coming through with that. What is good, Pale? Yeah, we are reacting to the Mossbag's complete lore of Hollow Knight as requested from y'all. So I'm going through this. It's been like how many hours right now? Almost, it's like an hour 30. We're only like 38
from the
minutes in.
closet. The motive behind Hera's request.
You walked into in the worst time, looking at two cockroaches going at
It
it.
appears as though the King
What
of
the
Deep
heck?
Nest was dead at this point. Hera was a common
It was,
bug.
it was just like
So
talking
perhaps
about
she desired the
how
Pale King's pale seed,
the bug
so that her
wanted
child
to
could be of
have
high
a child.
The bargain between Hera and the Pale King resulted in the birth of Hornet. She became known as the gendered child because, unlike the Pale King's other children,
Oh yeah.
Hornet was not hollowed out by the abyss. Hera and Hornet spent little
Eugene?
time together, as Hera had
Jimmy
on
Neutron.
her end of the bargain. And so the three dreamers were put to rest.
Okay.
Through their actions, a seal was placed over the black egg, prohibiting entrance into the chamber. These dreamers also had their own protection. At the base of Lurian's spire, the Watcher Knights guarded access to their master's body. Motomon's body was protected by a giant jellyfish named Umu. On top of this,
Sounds like
Motomon
Uwu.
entrusted her servant Quirrell with a mask which would be required to break an additional seal she had placed over herself. So she basically is double wrapping herself.
What?
As for Hera, we're not really sure what protected her, since it is never actually seen in-game. We don't know where this creature is hiding,
no
but whoever it is, they really suck at their job. Now there appears to be
Yeah.
one more element to the Pale King's plan, involving the Weavers.
She got
The
what?
Weaver's Den is an incomplete seal of binding,
No.
woven from silk. This design
I might have to
prominently
delete
features the Hollow
that.
Knight's head
Ooh.
and can be found.
Well,
in
but
the
I mean, like,
archives,
yeah, one did. Yeah, one did. The Pale King and the other person did though.
as well as blocking.
'Cause
the
they wanted
entrance to
a,
the
she
Hollow
wanted a
Knight.
child.
Silk spools created by the Weavers can be found in the Stag Station in Deep Nest, as well as the Stag Station next to the White Palace. These spools can also be found in the Pale King's workshop. We know that the Weavers were closely tied to Hera and Hornet, so their actions might have been a part of the deal between the Pale King and Hera. Once the Hollow Knight was ready, the Radiance was somehow channeled into the vessel,
Okay.
which was then placed inside of a giant black egg located in the Forgotten Crossroads. This egg was built to sustain the Hollow Knight, and itself appears to be fashioned from void. The Hollow Knight was chained up, and the entrance to the black egg was locked behind a powerful seal
I wonder who changed him up.
by the three dreamers.
He probably did that
Initially,
himself.
This convoluted plan actually worked, and the infection was successfully contained. Memorials to the Hollow Knight and the Dreamers were erected in the City of Tears and the Resting Grounds. But this is the part of the story where things get a little bit hazy. By the time these statues were constructed, citizens had taken to writing on parchment woven from spider silk,
Okay.
which was all destroyed when water started pouring down onto the city. We don't know how long the Hollow Knight was able to completely contain the infection. Bugs from Dirtmouth used to go to the Temple of the Black Egg to pray, saying they felt at peace within the walls. But after a while, they stopped going.
You know, honestly, watching this entire lore video, I got no input because I did not pay attention to the lore whatsoever. I did not pay attention to the lore. I was like, oh, I remember. I mean, like, some parts I do remember. As in, like, oh, I remember getting there, but just, like, the whole lore aspect of everything, I have no input whatsoever. Like, even though I did voice some of the lore in the game, I don't remember much about the lore. But what's good, Dante? Doing all right. We are pretty much reacting to Mossbag's the complete lore of Hollow Knight video. I mean, not much is going on. Just chilling, chilling, just reacting to this video, barely reacting. But it's a good lore video. Yeah, it's a good lore video for sure. But like looking at some of the parts, I don't remember most of it because there's like areas where I did not go to. But like for me, anyways, playing through the game, nothing really retained to me. It's like, oh, it looks familiar.
That the infection was beginning to leak out again. The infectious air continued to seep through Hallownest for years.
Yeah, I remember that boss
eventually
battle.
Even reaching the deepest parts of the kingdom. As it turns out, the Pale King's pure vessel wasn't quite so pure after all. The Hollow Knight had been tarnished by an idea instilled. While the game never explicitly tells us what that idea was, it does hint strongly at what it might be.
What was the idea? What was the
Hidden away
idea?
in the White Palace is a memory showing the Hollow Knight and the Pale King sharing a moment. The Hollow Knight might have developed a parental bond to the Pale King, and who could blame it? The Pale King is a pretty great dad after all. You know, if you ignore the infanticide and everything. Remember those smug mushroom dickheads? Well, it turns out their trust in the Pale King was a complete mistake. That shared mind isn't looking too good now, is it?
Right, they didn't get paid
In the
anything.
core, the corpse of a giant mushroom lies dormant. Its final thoughts were, "Pale worm, what good to see a demise unavoidable?" This could imply that the Pale King always knew that his kingdom was doomed. All he could do was delay the inevitable.
Just sit there and
This is
just...
likely the moment when Hallownest, as it once was, entirely collapsed. The Hollow Knight had not completely stopped the infection, and while it may have taken a while, Hallownest was eventually brought low.
Okay.
It's at this point that characters and areas begin to resemble as we know them in-game. When it became clear that the Hollow Knight was not able to contain the Radiance, the Pale King resorted to his final plan. He fucked off, hiding himself, his White Palace, and his Pale Court in the Dream World. At this
It makes me wonder, like, how did you find out about the entire lore? That's like, I mean, it's mostly, but just piecing everything together, that's a lot of work. And it's like, well, props to Mossbag to actually kind of research about, like, was it Hollow Knight? Getting those bits and pieces from, like, all the text.
point, all of the furniture in the palace
Little, like, subtle, like, hints.
was covered under white sheets, similar to how people in the real world cover their furniture while away on long trips. The
Wait,
palace
people do
was
that?
also
I don't do that. Unless it's like you're truly abandoned the place.
completely covered with thorns and buzzsaws, similar to how people in the real world cover their houses with thorns and buzzsaws.
That's true.
The Pale King would eventually pass away while sitting on his throne in the White Palace. There's no confirmation on what killed him, but there are a few things to consider. The throne room is incredibly dark compared to the rest of the palace, and the particle effects and ambient track in this room are identical to that of the Abyss. All of the king's molds surrounding the Pale King are dead. The ancient basin itself also has become stained with the presence of void.
I just realized we're only like halfway from the video right now.
Leading back to
What?
the city. Remember that bug that was sealed away in the Abyss to make sure the lighthouse wasn't turned off? Well, the lighthouse was turned off. I guess that whole living with purpose thing is a crock of shit after all.
Hey, does anyone also watch videos on 2x speed? Does anyone also do that? You guys don't mind if I put it on 2x speed, huh? Let's see how it sounds like. Let's see.
It seems as though the Sea of Void itself actually convinced this bug to betray his king and turn off the lighthouse. Now I know what you're thinking. Exactly how conscious is the Void? Is the Void
I watched it in 2x speed as well.
Does it host a podcast? Well, according to this Chozo statue ripoff, the void
Okay.
is powerful, but not unified.
Alright.
Around at things that come near it,
So
or
we
fall
could
off
get
and
through the
lose its
video.
It's not a single conscious being.
Let's
Getting
see.
back to the Pale King, one could argue that the void might have played a role in his ultimate.
How do you process that fast? Yeah, you just get used to it. You just get used to it. Cause you know how people talk fast, right? If they talk too slow, I don't actually fully comprehend. So that's like me.
demise, and I've argued that viewpoint in the past, but we have to remember that there isn't enough evidence to know for sure.
1.75 might be good enough.
Johnny Cochran once said, any evidence that the void was involved in the Pale King's death is
Also depends on like how slow they talk. So, for example, if they talk really slow, then you of course 2.5 would do, like, would be really better. Put normal, please. I mean, 1.75 is not totally too bad. You do 0.75. I mean, if it yo, I understand you putting 75. 0.75 if you're listening to somebody who pretty much talks like Eminem, like how he raps.
circumstantial. My name is Johnny Cochran. Just above the White Palace, the bugs in the City of Tears weren't
1.5
faring
is
much better.
decent.
Even if we ignore the fact that the infection was still around, there were other issues that helped lead to the city's downfall. Due to the gates being sealed, some bugs resorted
Actually
to
not bad,
cannibalism in order to avoid
1.5.
starvation. And there's also that metric fuck ton of corpses lining the walls of the Soul
Yeah, it's a
Sanctum.
lot.
When all was said and done, the only citizen left standing is Eternal Emilita, who just laughs her ass off
Wait, who is this? I don't think we actually met her.
about it like she's a fucking Dark Souls character. The White Lady ends up in a cocoon deep within the Queen's gardens.
Okay.
She decided to place bindings on herself in order to keep her from spreading her seed. She claims
Why?
that this is because of the shame she feels in helping the Pale King create the vessels.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, it's probably just her kink. The White Lady also diminished her power, possibly as a way to keep herself hidden from unwanted visitors. Outside her cocoon, Drya stood guard, protecting the
Yeah.
Queen from the violent traitor mantises. Drya is eventually killed off by these bugs, which is actually pretty pathetic if you
Missed
think
so
about it.
much. I mean,
we're talking like the neck-ear WP
process-
H24N.
we're processing all this in a much more faster speed. I like these references to the routers. This is actual modem though.
N150 wireless router.
This is
defense.
actually relatable. Did research on the routers and all that.
Speaking of great knights dying pathetically, let's move on to
Number one speed. This
Hagemel
is
held the city crest,
not
a
bad.
key used to open one of the gates to the City of Tears. At some point, Hagemel's armor shell was stolen by a maggot. Now, maggots were generally looked down upon
Yeah.
and forced to do menial labor. They were incredibly weak, and basically deserved all of the
I'm
discrimination.
surprised
they
that got put in like the knights. Oh, I forgot what do you call those knights again. But yo, these little things put in those big giant like
But
knight.
this one maggot decided to turn the tide, so he stole Hagemel's shell so that he could defend his downtrodden brothers.
Yeah.
His actions weren't motivated by the infection, but instead was the result of how hierarchical caste systems will always lead to revolution from the working class, and that true freedom
wow.
can only be achieved blah blah blah, capitalism is bad, subscribe to my Patreon. Ogre moved to the Royal Waterways and started living in shit, changing his name to Dung Defender.
Dung
now, I
Defender.
love wallowing in shit as much as the next guy, but you'd have to really love shit to put up with living with the flukes. The Dung Defender kept
Exactly.
an unwavering sense of duty and loyalty to the king, and love for his fellow knights, so much so that he made shit statues of them. How nice. Ogrim acted as the defender of the Pipeways, as well as Isma's Grove.
Are you guys actually comprehending this? I mean, like, I could comprehend the video at this speed, but you know, if it's too fast, if it's way too fast, what a lad, nice statues.
A section of the Royal Waterways became filled with acid, and in the middle of it all rests Isma's corpse, which has been overcome by plant life. Isma is likely the one responsible for this acid blight, but we have no idea what happened to her.
A little slower. This is actually not totally too bad. This is like me talking at regular speeds. 1.5 playback speed is literally me talking normally. Right now I'm talking more slower.
This time are fairly mysterious. We know that she departed Deep Nest and didn't return until the events of the game. At some point, she took to guarding Halnest from intruding warriors, as well as the cast.
Kind of knows the difference of the speed.
Despite
Some of
the
us
game's
has
role,
no brain.
Fortunately, this fate
Is
did
this
not befall
good?
one of the fandom's favorite characters.
This
The
speed.
Menderbugs continued to fix the broken signs and wayposts of Halonest. From a diary entry, we can see that one Menderbug in particular had found himself on the precipice of a long and loving relationship.
Wow.
Hello again.
I know, it feels slow now. Exactly. See, it's like when you go at a faster speed and you get so used to it, the slower speeds seem like so slow. Well, some of us are like, Gorb. Hey, how do you guys like the playback speed right now? Hopefully it's not too slow. Yo, hey, if you want to stall, you might as well put it at 0.25. Yo, let's try this out. You watch it already? We can understand the fast talking. Yeah, fast talking. Okay, that's good. Yo, let's try watching it at 0.25.
Bash for a stealthy.
I can finally comprehend. At this playback speed.
Brightest bunch when
This is the one.
together. And Minderberry kept flashing me that smile. It might be time to muster my courage and act on it. I love my home and my life, but
Yes.
sharing it with another? Why,
Oh.
that'd be the berry on top.
Greenpath also underwent some changes during this time. The Mosskin were waiting for Un's call, which would bring them back into the dream they were originally born from. But
Okay.
for some reason, Un's strength deteriorated. We don't know why this happened exactly. Was it due to the White Lady claiming part of her kingdom? Was it somehow due to the infection? Some Mosskin believe that Un went into hiding, but it appears as though Un is, in fact, calling to her children. But many of the Mosskin are unable to hear her call. Instead...
Oh yeah, so what was the point of that like knight though that was standing by the lakeside? Because I remember you guys said not to kill that knight. What did it have? Like what did it even have in the story? Like what type of part does it play?
Mosskin seem to have taken the
story.
Radiance's infection into their leaves, which might
I have no clue because I didn't kill that knight.
Greenpath became overgrown
You guys
with
said it was
vegetation
kind of
despite
important.
Un's deteriorating powers. Mossy vagabonds even openly
Told you
chose
to kill
forsake
him?
Un and worship the Radiance.
Oh, no, we didn't kill
Another
him.
tribe to be screwed over by the Radiance is the Hive, which fell to the infection after the death of
There's
the
so
leader.
many like people like, oh, don't kill him,
But it
kill him.
appears as though this had little effect on their
I
citizens.
had like angels and devils in my head with my playthrough of Hollow Knight. You guys were the angels and devils. Dream nail. Let me see his mother. Oh, okay.
Doesn't
Doesn't come back.
Hive
Okay.
mind was already familiar to the beast,
Same thing.
since the Hive probably operated under something similar already. So in other words, the Hive probably made out the best in this whole situation. Let's turn our attention back to the moths.
Yeah.
After all, it's their god that keeps killing
Oh
everyone.
yeah, I remember this place, like the Moss, where you see like all the founders of the game. I thought we were gonna have like a boss battle after like breaking all those like founder mirrors inside that like room, where it pretty much shows everybody who kind of like kickstarted the game.
Buddy. Well, the moth tribe didn't fare too well, actually, as pretty much the entire tribe died out. The only known survivor is the seer. Despite the loss of her tribe, the seer continued to tend to the graves in the resting grounds, while also waiting the arrival of the wielder, a mysterious being that her tribe has dreamt of for a while. In the Kingdom's Edge, the land became covered in ash melting off of the worm's decomposing corpse. The Colosseum of Fools continued to thrive. The Lord Fool passed away.
Dude, okay. One thing, was Coliseum 1 that hard? Was it that hard? Because, dude, I don't mean to seem cocky, but I completed the Coliseum 1 my first try, first attempt, by the way. Okay. I was about to say, I completed first attempt, and I don't think I upgraded that much anyways. First playthrough, by the way. But we did it, thankfully.
At some point, but nobody really seems to know.
It didn't seem that hard, yeah.
The fools inside the Colosseum were
The
infected,
second
but
one,
still
though, was
seemed
kind of
to maintain
difficult.
Control over themselves.
It's because like because it's like was it when the parts when it came to like you actually have to climb up on the sides. That one was tough because I didn't unlock the wings. It was doable, but I wasn't used to like that type of combat where you jump on the walls and try to kill them. Cause like throughout the Hollow Knight gameplay, it kind of sucked because you don't actually practice that much with the aerial combat. You use Coliseum 1 for geo farming, also use 2. Okay. I didn't know you get that much geos from them. Okay, that's not bad. I'm like, in Hollow Knight, it's like, bro, for me, but with Hollow Knight, I was like, what's farming? We literally didn't even
It seems
farm that
possible
much.
these bugs took in the infection willingly, similar to the Trader Lord and his followers. This would have given them an edge in combat, similar to using steroids, but without the whole shrinking testicles thing. However, even
That's
the
bad.
Trader Lord and his followers went mad, so what makes these fools any more special? As for the Pale King's champion, the Pale Lurker, well, she just went the normal kind of insane. There appears to have been
Oh, yeah, they're not even
unforeseen event with the Pale
infected.
King's plan. When the Hollow Knight was originally chosen, the door to the Abyss was sealed, trapping the discarded vessels within. But apparently, some vessels didn't get the memo. Vessel corpses can be found littered throughout the kingdom. There's one in the Ancient Basin, one in Greenpath.
Yeah,
and
the
several-
first one is like, I think it all depends on what you have. Because the second part, it was doable without me having most of the stuff. It was just like the flying part which sucked. Where you had to go on like, you know how the walls close in together? And then you have to like jump off the platforms every time to kill like some of the enemies. That sucked. That sucked without the wings. I did not attempt it without the... I mean, I attempted it without the wings because I didn't have the wings at that time.
trapped in Nosk's lair in Deep Nest. Another vessel that escaped from the Abyss is the player character, the Knight. The exact details on how the vessels escaped the Abyss is unclear. There are indications that they might have slipped into Deep Nest through some old passageway, given void influences in part of the area, and all the corpses found in Nosk's lair. At some point, all entrances to
So
Hollownest were
dark.
closed off, with the old well-endured mouth being the only way to sneak back in. Despite this, several people have wormed their way into the
I
kingdom.
think the next stream should be Pokemon. Possibly, maybe.
With few ever returning.
I know after the stream I have to talk about like what game should I stream, you know, for like this week. Finishing the Hunter Journal is fun. A little side quest to pass the time. Oh yeah. What Pokemon? Scarlet and Violet. Haven't finished it yet. I'm like on the 3rd gym badge. Define fun, you say? It's a fun little side quest. I mean, like, it's like along the way of playing through the whole gameplay of Hollow Knight, right? So, oh, no spoilers.
Characters like Relic Seeker Lem
Yeah.
seem
Yeah, I don't want to get
content
spoiled
with
about freaking Pokemon though. I know I haven't completed it.
artifacts
Pokemon,
from
that's
the
like,
kingdom.
I'm fine with Hollow Knight being spoiled, but Pokemon, that's a different story. You don't know what Pokemon? I mean, I got like a bunch of Pokemons, but I'm like games, like the Diamond and Pearl and the whole Switch ones. But I don't know. I mean, got different games too. Anyways, which game? Yeah, Scarlet and Violet.
But other bugs seemed interesting.
Yeah, Snapbug was mentioning about Scarlet and Violet, but yeah, I have like pretty much almost all of the Nintendo Switch Pokemon games besides the Mystery Dungeon and Let's Go.
In something greater. In the Howling Cliffs rests the corpse of a member of the Grim Troop. The task of this
But I mean, any game recommendations? Like, I'm down to play any game as long as like I find it like at least fun. Like nothing that's too like, oh, I don't even feel like playing it. All right, because I have a bunch of like games and also different like consoles and also got like VR as well, virtual reality.
This bug appears to have been
So I'll try to see what games I could come up with what games I should stream this week. Because Hollow Knight, I'm on a Hollow Knight burn. And playing Elden Ring, we've been just playing like hard games. We've been doing decently, doing fun, but I just feel like relaxing, just playing a chill game. Yeah, want a rematch in Pokemon? That's true. I'm pretty sure like most of those who joined was it Jet Fuel when I played Pokemon will probably join back in. How about Gundam Evolution? Yo, I might actually try that out off stream. I want to see like how good that is first. Gundam Evolution, yo, I know the gameplay looks pretty sick. I haven't tried it yet. You mentioned about it before, Dante.
seek out Howlnest. So
Might have to try that out off stream. I want to see how it plays first. Because playing like first person shooters are like I know Gundam's like first person shooter. It's a first person shooter game. It also has melee in it too. Event just ended. Oh dang.
That serve a higher being known as the Nightmare Heart.
Might have to give it a look though anyways. I know it's free.
Kingdoms. This process also involves sacrificing the troop master to his own child because hey, look at this cool ass
It's like Overwatch but better. Okay. I mean that's good then. I mean I have to check that out. There's Pokemon that get EV train, it'll be good for your game. I'd love to see a Monster Hunter stream if that's your kind of game. Oh, Monster Hunter, yeah. I mean, yeah, I could possibly do that as well. I don't know which one because I have Monster Hunter Rise and also have Monster Hunter, was it World? I haven't played World in a while. I don't have World installed, but I could install it. Mini BioShock, yes, true. I don't think I actually finished a BioShock game. I finished Monster Hunter World, but Monster Hunter Rise, yo, maybe. I think I'm like was MR 110 or something like that. Yo, hey, if I play Monster Hunter, then if you guys have Monster Hunter, then we could all play. You could possibly do that. Got stuck on the Bat Monster quest. Which one? I don't remember. Which one's a Bat one? I know I'm not that knowledgeable about Monster Hunter because I don't pay attention that well. But like I did complete Monster Hunter World and I did complete like the base game of Monster Hunter Rise. Say the game again. Monster Hunter Rise or Monster Hunter World. It's like a bug, but it's fat. Yo, I know, that's true. Monster Hunter would be, dude, that'd be dope. So then y'all guys could join World. Yo, you're not spending $30. Dude, too bad. Yeah, I know, too bad it's not on sale anymore. Cause I know like Monster Hunter Rise was on sale for like $20. Monster Hunter World was probably cheaper. You're gonna cry if you can't get your PC fixed before you stream it with us? Yo. Yeah, most people will have World for sure. Dude, I loved World. The freaking World was nice. Monster Hunter Rise though, it's doable. You say World though? Oh, dude, not gonna lie, I miss World. That was like one of the first Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter game I got really addicted on. So I feel like going back to that, it would actually be fun. I know that like one of my VTuber friends, Sarah Tira, she streams like Monster Hunter Rise. But yo, Monster Hunter World though? Yo, actually, yeah, that would be fun. I don't know how far it was again. I know I played like Iceborne. I know like my character, I forgot what master rank I was. But yeah, that'd be fun. Might have to. But let's say, I mean, you don't have to spend $30 right here, Marshall, for sure. You don't have to. But you say World though, yeah, for real. Let's say you're gonna cry if you can't get your PC fixed. I'll just schedule it then, anyways. Monster Hunter World, or other games, later on, because Project Zomboid cheaper. Yo, it depends. Like it depends. Like if you guys all have Project Zomboid, I don't know how it works. Like getting a server going, but that'd be cool. If you have a lot of people in Project Zomboid or any like multiplayer games, that'd be fun. Mossbag, explain the lore. Jet, let's talk about games that's not Hollow Knight. Yes, I know. You see, I'm like, Hollow Knight was fun, okay, but I'm getting burnt out from Hollow Knight, so that is why I'm like, that's why I'm like not totally too like immersed into Hollow Knight right now. I was immersed when I played it, yes, but like later on, again, burnt out from it. You love guns, yeah, with those games and Project Zomboid, and then I don't know anything else.
Another important group that traveled to Hallownest are the God Seekers. After being abandoned by their old gods, the gods of thunder and the gods of rain, these bugs left their home in the land of storms, seeking out a new
Project Playtime. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't tried that. That game, I heard that was, I don't know. I heard like bad reviews about that game.
god to worship. The God Seekers look to gods to save them from their own silent mind. While traveling through the wastelands, the God Seekers constructed devices called God Tuners, which helped them seek out new gods.
A lot of gigabytes for Monster Hunter World and all those.
The lingering power of the Pale King and find their way to Hallownest. When they arrived, however, the
you have a Discord server for your channel, by the way. Yeah, I do have a Discord, but the main problem is like, I need like a mod. I need like a mod for the Discord, because the thing is like, it's tough like running a Discord, because like, for my Discord it has to be 18 plus, because I don't want to be responsible for anybody in like the Discord in that case. That's why like there's anybody that's under 18. I know there's like Discords where you could fix it for that, in that case, for everybody to join. Because I mean, look, I don't really post that much. I don't post any like non-safe for work or weird stuff in my Discord. It's just I don't want to be responsible if something does happen on there. That's why I don't want to put the Discord on. With mod, but you're not very active. You like the mod, you don't recommend yourself. Yeah. I know it's tough. As a mod, it's a huge responsibility. That's why it's like, it's tough. I don't know if I want a mod. Like, it would be nice to have mods, but then again, I'll feel bad because it's a responsibility. And I know we don't want kids on the Discord. That's why I don't want to promote it, because it's like, not only that, it's more of like being responsible of what happens if some like weirdo goes into the Discord and then messages like underage kids and all that. That's why I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be responsible for that. It's all good. I appreciate it. Made a few servers though. Could help with the setup if you ever need help. Yeah, I mean, I have like a Discord set up and all that. It's just that not ready yet. Not ready yet for sure. To have an actual like public one, because I know all Discords allow all that. You don't want to be known as a Discord mod, exactly. That's why I don't want to mod for anybody else, because it got offers to mod for them, but Discord mod or mod in general, kind of cringe. You don't really do anything other school either. It's all good. But main mod position, I don't know. I had to think about that later.
God Seeker was forced into hibernation. She was encased in a strange sarcophagus-like cocoon, which was itself chained up with a lock. It's not clear how this forced hibernation worked. seeing as the cocoon appears to have been made by the Godseeker herself. As for who put the cocoon in chains, I think the most likely candidate is the Dung Defender, considering how the Godseeker's cocoon is found in the junk pit in the waterways, an area the Dung Defender has tasked himself with protecting. This was the general picture of Hallownest after the Hollow Knight was sealed inside the Temple of the Black Egg. The kingdom was stuck in a kind of stasis, with the Pale King civilization destroyed, and the Radiants unable
But I used to have, actually, see, it's kind of bad because you're watching this video and I'm like talking about something else. It's my bad, my attention span's not that great, okay? But going back to the mod thing, kind of random, but kind of related to the mod position. I used to have like 2 mods that used to watch me when I used to stream on Twitch, but you know, they're not modding for me anymore. Did you set up Pokemon after the video's over? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work though. How my setup works, because then I have to restart the stream and everything for that to work. Which one? What? Attention span was that exactly?
to break free from her chains.
Set up Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet. It has the Scarlet version.
The Pale King was rebelling
Yeah,
against
got
nature,
Pokemon.
trying to keep his
Yeah, Snapbug means Pokemon. Scarlet, the latest
work
ones.
standing indefinitely. The stasis over Hallownest held for an age. How long is that exactly? Well, we have no idea. As I'm sure you've noticed, there really isn't a timeline for anything that happens in this game. We also have no idea how long any of these bugs can actually live. Elderbug wasn't around to see the stagways open, but
Wait,
we know
what?
several
He
other
died?
characters were, implying that Elderbug is probably
Hey, you know why I chose Pokemon Scarlet? Was because of the professor. Because if you know how the professors, you got like the female professor and the male professor. Well, in Pokemon Violet, you get the male professor. Even though he's like a Giga Chad, I prefer the female professor. You know, gotta have the waifu for laifu. Sure.
one of the youngest characters in the whole game. But this stasis over Hallownest wasn't going to last forever. At some point, the Radiance erupted out of the Hollow Knight, cracking its shell, and releasing a loud and powerful
You can play Minecraft. You can play Minecraft. I don't know. I don't know. I know I mentioned about Minecraft, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
roar. The amount of infection leaking out of the Hollow Knight became even greater. The many corpses that lined the roads and cities of the kingdom sprang to life with the amplified power of the infection. This strengthened infection prompted the departure
Yeah, the
of
Violet
humans
Legendary
back
is
to their
pretty
old home.
good.
Now this old home might actually be Farloom, the kingdom in
Like
which Hollow Knight
futuristic, it's like a
Silksong takes
jet.
place. But the amount of knowledge
Wait
we
a
have
minute,
about
what? Is this Silk Song right here? This is like probably the preview of Silk Song. Looks so nice. You got it, but your PC is still broken. Wait, you mean Minecraft?
Silksong right now is pathetic, so I'm not saying that's
Dang.
confirmed
Yeah, hopefully you get it fixed.
or anything. This is
I don't know if I'll play Minecraft though.
around the time that Quirrell arrives back in Hallownest. His memory of Monomon appears to have been clouded due to his time outside of Hallownest. These events are depicted in the Quirrell prequel comic, which also shows an image of the Hollow Knight with a pre-cracked shell. This could mean that Quirrell's arrival happens roughly the same time the Hollow Knight's shell cracks. At around the same time Quirrell arrives in Hallownest, we also see the arrival of the player character, who is commonly referred to as the Knight. The Knight was one of the lucky
Oh, the
vessels that
Knight,
was able
okay.
to make its way out of the abyss.
We're
Somehow,
actually
the
not
Knight
called the
ended up
Hollow Knight,
venturing beyond
we're just
Hallownest
the
and
Knight.
into the wilds beyond. It's implied that the Knight was called to Hallownest by either the sealed Hollow Knight or the Radiance within. Regardless, once a Knight shows up and yeets itself
Yeah,
off
what's the
its
Hollow
cliff,
Knight taller than the Knight though? Exactly. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. 'Cause they were like the same size after that Hollow Knight went up on top of the abyss. Makes me wonder what made it grow. Probably only be able to join it in on many or any multiplayer games in like a month. Okay. All good.
the actual game of Hollow Knight finally begins. Now, there's a lot of details we could get into.
Yeah, we sure
Hallownest
ate his
is full of
veggies and
NPCs
everything.
bosses, each with their
Actually, yeah, the Hollow Knight was like pretty much being spoiled by the Pale King anyway. So whatever that was fed to the Hollow Knight must have made it grow. It's a long to go without Hollow Knight. Oh man, that's true.
own stories to tell. But to be honest, I don't think we need to go through all of them, since their stories are relatively straightforward. For example, let's look at the brooding Moloch.
Yeah, most
So why is
likely
the brooding Moloch
steroids. He took
brooding?
steroids or
Because all
something.
its friends are dead. And there you go. That's the lore for the brooding Moloch. Also, it's the only character in the game.
He
with a
all he
visible
ate was.
asshole. Now, did you really need
Oh,
me to
yeah,
explain that
that's
to you? Probably not. So instead, I'm just going to talk about the interactions relating to Hollow Knight's main story. The Knight is eventually noticed by Hornet.
Lore is so
who reveals
confusing.
deep into Greenpath.
It's a lot
There,
to the
Hornet
lore.
attempts to kill the Knight, claiming that she knows what it would try to do. At this point, Hornet views the Knight
At this point, like I don't know what the heck is going on now. I'm just looking at the battles. I know Mossbag did a spectacular job at reviewing the lore video. And for those like who actually do watch the VOD of this or do stumble upon this, I'm sorry, because this is not even an actual review or reaction. I mean, I did react to the video, yes, but we're just going like on a we're just like going off topic with this.
As being too weak. After the fight, Hornet can be found in the City of Tears, next to the
Yeah.
statue of the Hollow Knight. Hornet mentions that the Knight has gained a resilience due to the time it spent in the void beyond Hallownest. This could be referring to the fact that some of those who leave Hallownest lose their memories.
Never say your time zone, people could figure out location of that. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. But my location is like, you guys won't even know if I'm actually staying in my time zone or not. That's why I've been like putting like the times that are mostly common.
Meaning the Knight would have no memories of its own tragic conception. Hornet tells the Knight that if it seeks to continue the stasis that keeps Hallownest standing, it must seek the Graven Ash, which is referring to the Kingdom's Edge. At this moment, Hornet sees the Knight as a possible replacement for the Hollow Knight. Basically, the Knight could break the seals that keep the Hollow Knight locked away, defeat the Hollow Knight, and contain the infection itself. It's at this point that I should mention that Hollow Knight actually has 5 different endings, because of course it would. I'm going to be explaining each of these endings in this video, as they each give us a different glimpse into the mechanics of—
Okay, he's back. Class starts in 7 minutes. What's going on? Pretty much the reaction of this Mossbag video. We've been we're at like, was it 2 hours in, and we're not even done with the video. We're just rambling about like other stuff, to be honest. So watch it, please. No, it's like class starts again. It's all good. Just focus on your class if it's, you know, starting
Now, to
soon.
get the easiest ending to Hollow Knight,
It's
Hornet's instructions
7:54
to go
for
to the
you.
Kingdom's Edge can be
Yo,
ignored
maybe.
completely. If the Knight stumbles upon the resting grounds, the 3 dreamers will appear and cast the Knight into the dream realm.
Hey, what if I'm actually from like Japan right now, right? Or what if I'm actually from UK, but like I put an accent, or maybe I'm from like, what is it, Norway, Poland, right?
There,
I don't
Seer
know,
will
who
come to the Knight's
knows?
rescue and grant it the Dream Nail, a special blade that can tear the veil between the real world and the dream world.
In Ohio.
The Knight can venture to the resting
You're in
places of the 3
Singapore?
dreamers.
Oh yeah, Singapore, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's oh dang. Okay, that's oh wow, it is 9:54, is it? Wait, actually 9:54. Wouldn't it be like, oh, is that 8:54?
Curb stomp their asses and unlock the entrance to the Black Egg. Inside the egg, the Knight finds—
You're from Norway, that's even more reason to watch.
watching over it. Once
What
the
if I'm from
creature
Norway? Yeah, you're
opens,
definitely
the
from there.
screams with that familiar Radiant's roar and pursues the Knight.
Yeah. Definitely from Norway. What was it like? Was it like 2:55 a.m.?
As the fight progresses, the Hollow Knight starts trying to kill itself, Coral style. But then the Radiant starts using the Hollow Knight's body to perform her own attacks. Once defeated, the Hollow Knight begins to spew infection all over the place. The Knight can then focus the infection into
Never saying your time was the same time as mine.
of the game, called Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
In this ending, the Knight usurps the Hollow Knight, prolonging the stasis over Hallownest. New chains and bindings appear out of fuck if I know, and contain the Knight, and a new seal is placed over the entrance to the Black Egg. Now there is one giant question looming over this ending. Can the Knight actually contain the infection indefinitely, or will the Radiant still manage to break free one day? Before we answer this question, let's look at some of the other events that can transpire while playing the game. If the player chooses to go to Kingdom's Edge, Hornet will challenge the Knight one last time, as a final test of strength. After her defeat, Hornet allows the Knight to access the cast-off shell, where the Pale King was originally
That's
hatched.
how shell, okay.
By interacting with this egg, the Knight's shell is marked with the King's brand, technically making the Knight—
Oh, did find that. Yeah, the
Hallownest.
King's Friend. That's where you found it.
With
Open
the
the
King's brand,
abyss.
the Knight can now open the entrance to the abyss and discover the
What do you have
place
to
of
do
its
to play
birth. When
Pokemon
leaving the
today?
abyss, the Knight can encounter Hornet again.
I don't
Where
think
for
I'm
the
gonna
first
play
time,
Pokemon
Hornet
today though.
suggests that there are actually 2 outcomes the Knight can enact. She tells the Knight that it can either prolong Hallownest stasis or face the heart of the Kingdom's infection. Within the Knight, Hornet sees a chance for change. Instead of just replacing the Hollow Knight, Hornet believes that it may be possible to get rid of the infection completely by using the void inside of the Knight. After visiting the abyss and obtaining the Shade Cloak, the Knight is capable of reaching the White Lady, hidden away in the Queen's gardens. The White Lady tells the Knight that she has
He's
been
ran that's
waiting a vessel to
copyrighted. Load
accept
up the
gift,
truck. Oh
that
man.
gift being one
I
half
gotta
of the
delete the
charm
video
called the
now.
King Soul, which she claims will give the Knight more power. The White Lady goes on to explain that she can feel the weakening of the Hollow Knight within her roots. She tells the Knight that it is free of the blemishes that made the Hollow Knight a flawed vessel. From this dialogue, it is implied that the Knight
Okay.
truly is a pure vessel, capable of containing the Radiant successfully. But it's not quite that simple, so we're gonna have to dig a bit deeper into this. Basically, we're gonna need to answer a simple question. What exactly
Did
does it
someone
mean to be
say?
a hollow?
I had two of you. I had two of Jet Fuels mentioning that you guys got the Hornet plushie. Hornet is kind of bad, right? I don't know. It's a bug. I'm not a fan of bugs. Got a legendary skin in Gundam Evolution with limited time skin for the first time event. Don't even got the machine though. Dang. I'm not even sure how it works. How to unlock.
These words. We have a number of instances
in
where
there.
characters and item descriptions mention that the knight has a will, and maybe even a mind. But from the Pale King's dialogue when describing the Hollow Knight, it is stated that a pure vessel has no mind or will. So is the White Lady wrong? Or maybe even lying? Her eyes have been clouded by time, and she can be tricked into thinking that Ogrim is in the room when the knight is wearing the Defender's Crest charm. She also thinks that Dryia is still alive, which...
Hornet plushie gang? Yeah.
So maybe
I
the
think it was like Dante mentioned it, and then what is Shady Star 24? Did you mention it last time?
White Lady is
I think-
just senile. My problem with that theory is that the White Lady states that the vessels stand out to her clearly in a misted world, due to them being her spawn.
Yeah.
She also questions whether or not the knight sought her aid.
I don't know if like you should change your name. Did you change your name Shady Star, or was it always like that?
Which would imply that the knight must have some kind of will. So for whatever reason, the White Lady thinks the knight is still capable of containing the radiance, even if it's still able to make decisions. After
Dang,
all,
lots of
the Hollow
plushie.
Knight was considered pure, but they
Okay,
still taught
change
her
the
how to wield
counts,
a fucking
okay.
sword. I mean, if the knight were truly and completely
Wait a minute, is it like 3 accounts then? Jeez, you got 3 accounts then.
hollow in a
Okay.
literal sense, it probably shouldn't even be able to walk, or draw a map, or open a goddamn bank account. In short, this whole concept of being hollow is so abstract and hard to define, I don't really feel comfortable giving a solid answer on whether or not the knight is or isn't truly hollow, and I think the game leaves room open for other interpretations. Of course, the White Lady's gift is useless without the other half of the King's Soul. In order to reach it, however, the knight must travel to the White Palace, locked inside the body of a King's Bolt. In order to bypass the seal, the knight must...
You gotta study for organic chemistry. Oh, jeez, yo, good luck with that. Yo, good luck with that. I hate chemistry.
use a fully awakened dream nail. It can do this by bringing 1800 essence to the seer, allowing her to sharpen...
Yeah, we didn't have 800.
If the knight does this, the seer remarks that the knight truly is the wielder that her tribe has been dreaming of. There's no explicit reason why the Moth tribe was dreaming about this supposed wielder so much, but it seems like they believe the wielder would wash away the crimes the Moth tribe committed by turning their backs on the Radiance. The seer seems to know that the knight might kill the Radiance, and she seems accepting of it, ready for her and her tribe to disappear and be forgotten forever.
Like, who cares at this point?
The knight
Just
can
kill
travel to
the
the Pale King's refuge
Radiance.
and locate the other half of the King's Soul charm. When equipped, the King's Soul provides a never-ending supply of soul,
What is the
making it almost
endings?
useful if it weren't for the insanely high cost of the charm.
Was internet dying? I don't know.
Slow rate at which it increases.
I think a lot of
And
other
the fact
people
that
had
the
like
charm
some
will get
problems
replaced in
earlier
about 5
too.
minutes after you get it. The King's Soul charm itself symbolizes the union between two higher beings. To me, this implies that the King's Soul is a representation of a vessel, which also was created by the union of two higher beings. With the King's Soul in their
Cockroach,
the
man.
knight now gains access to an area in the abyss called the Birthplace. In this massive pile of vessel shells,
I don't
the
think we
knight can
went
find a
down
giant
there.
egg. Dream nailing the egg allows the knight to access its own memory when it was cast down into the
I'm sure
abyss.
if we're losing a Hornet
Doing that
plushie,
memory, the King's Soul charm is
100%.
replaced
That's
with
probably
the
what
Void
happened.
charm. The recollection of this event allows the knight to come to terms with the void inside itself. Once the knight has the Void Heart, the shades in the abyss no longer attack it, and that strange creature that gives the knight the Shade Cloak calls it the Lord of Shades. In other words, the knight has now bound the once fragmented void under its own will, allowing it to
What
control the
is
void in
this?
a powerful new way. With the union of the void, the Pale King, and
void?
the White Lady, the knight has gained a strength before unseen. It is with this charm that
The
two
Void
additional
Heart?
endings become unlocked. Hornet will now be standing outside of the Black Egg, offering to help the knight should the opportunity arrive. Midway through the fight with the Hollow Knight, Hornet rushes into battle, subduing the Hollow Knight and
What?
piercing its shell. It's at this point that the
That's
knight
a
is given
thing?
the perfect opportunity to enter into the mind of its sibling, fighting the source of
No
the infection
way.
head-on, and finally putting an end to the Radiance's tyranny.
No
Or it can just
way.
stand there and let Hornet get knocked unconscious. If the knight finishes off the Hollow Knight as usual, the sealed sibling ending occurs.
Wait, Hornet is
Basically,
actually
it's the same
dead?
as the Hollow Knight ending, but now Hornet is in the room too, and her face appears on the door of the Black Egg.
The Minecraft
It's
B
not clear what
plushie?
exactly this means for Hallownest.
I don't know.
It's
Hornet
hard to
kind
imply
of.
that Hornet is
I
now
don't know. I feel
human,
like Hornet
but
better.
She's inside the temple, meaning that no one can actually get in there to kill her should the knight ever start leaking infection. At the same time, Hornet mentions that the bindings of the Black Egg would drain her, so she's probably just going to die anyway, right? Generally, people consider this to be one of the worst endings, but it's worth pointing out that Team Cherry doesn't support any one ending as
All endings are equally canon. We're not into true endings. You can choose the path yourself. We'll do our best in all the future Hollow Knight content to account for all of them. What? For real? All canon? Different dimensions, different timelines, really? Let's see. Need something. Okay, to
being
access
the
that.
true ending. Each ending is canonical in its
Okay,
own
good.
right, And honestly, this ending isn't the worst. At least the Knight and Hornet will get to spend some quality time together. If the Knight does dream of the Hollow Knight, it will be taken to an arena where it can finally fight the Radiance head-on. But the Knight isn't alone, as the other shades from the Abyss will appear in order to help coordinate the Radiance. Eventually,
That's
the
what
Radiance gets
happened.
trapped in the tendrils of the Void. The Knight bitch slaps her a couple
That's
times,
pretty
and then
cool.
the Radiance is consumed into the darkness. The Black Egg then appears to turn to shadows, and the Void seeps down into the ground. Hornet awakens to find the Knight's broken shell lying on the floor. We get one final
Best
shot
ending.
of the shades in the Abyss going to rest, and the game is over. This ending is called the Dream No More ending. The Radiance is gone, and Hallownest is
Okay.
finally free from her infection. Now I think it's fair to ask a few questions about how the Dream No More
Makes
ending comes
sense.
about. When the Hollow Knight was initially chosen to become the pure vessel, the Abyss was sealed up, and the rest of the vessels were left to rot away. But somehow, vessels ended up outside of the Abyss, and then one of those vessels was used to replace the Hollow Knight. Exactly how much of this operation was planned, if at all? The White Lady was waiting for a vessel. Did she have any communication with Hornet? Hornet was guarding the King's Brand, the only way for a vessel to enter the Abyss. How did she know it was necessary to guard the King's Brand from weaker vessels? Hell, if the vessels did escape the Abyss by themselves, wouldn't it be pointless to guard the King's
It's the
Brand?
God Home
since the
ending.
vessels
That's
could just
awesome.
creep
Oh, we're
back
getting
into the
close to
Abyss
that.
the same way? I'm not going to provide any good answers to these questions, because God forbid I answer anything in this entire video.
Well, that's a lot.
But I do want to point out that no plans to actually produce the Dream No More ending are explicitly stated in-game. So we can only speculate as to whether or not the White Lady or Hornet, or maybe even the Pale King, knew
Okay.
that they could defeat the Radiance by creating a Lord of Shades, like the Knight. Regardless, the next two endings were definitely not planned.
1.5 is playback
The two endings
speed.
that were added in the Godmaster update almost feel out of place. The Godseekers basically hijack everything to the point where you don't even have to enter the Temple of the Black Egg to beat
That's
the game.
true.
That's like being Mario Bros without ever seeing Bowser. But on the other hand, the Godmaster endings basically reinforce that Hallownest does not exist in a vacuum, which can help the world of Hollow Knight feel more real, because what else is reality but just a bunch of random chaotic stuff happening all the time? If the Knight finds the Godseeker in the Junk Pit, it will be able to enter her mind and refight all the bosses in the game.
Oh,
This
I
is
think
like the
that's what.
Godseeker's ritual.
Okay.
They basically attune to the resonance of gods. through
That
ritual
was
combat.
a
This
DLC.
allows them to
What's
ascend their minds
about?
higher,
Okay.
and eventually, through the use
We
of
did
God
some of that.
focus, achieve communication with the god sleeping in Hallownest's heart, the Radiance. Now I know what you're thinking. That's a pretty convoluted little religious practice they have going on here. What's next? Are they going to start measuring the Knight's Theon levels? It's pretty complicated, but the point is, these Godseekers have some serious capabilities to fuck things up in Hallownest, as we're about to see. As the Knight makes it further and further through the four Pantheons, the Godseekers get closer and closer to making contact with the Radiance, locked away inside the Hollow Knight. At the end of the fourth Pantheon,
What?
the Radiance makes herself aware in this strange reunion cutscene between the vessels. But
It's
she
still
doesn't really
alive?
to make an appearance. The Void itself appears to go on the attack, rising up to meet the Radiance's call. It's at this point that the final challenge, the Pantheon of Hallownest, becomes available. The Godseeker finally acknowledges the Knight as being more than just a simple cringer, and they begin to watch the Knight more intently.
I don't
After
think we
defeating
unlocked
the Gazillion
the
bosses in
Pantheon.
the final Pantheon, the Knight finally comes face to face with the Absolute Radiance, a stronger, more enhanced version of the game's final boss. Finally, the stage is set. After roughly 40 minutes of intense agony and tedious boss battles, the Knight has finally reached the ultimate enemy, responsible for the destruction of Hallownest. Truly, this will be a battle for the ages. But first, let's check in on our old pal Menderbug. As it turns out, he's still alive when the Knight arrives in Hallownest, and he's still fulfilling his duty after all this time. Let's take one last look at his diary.
My lovely diary. Someone's gone and broke. My favorite sign. Right there, at the top of the crossroads. Keeps happening, too. But you know, I just can't get mad about it. I should be thanking them, really. More chances to
Wait,
fix
so he's a
this
fixer
beautiful,
upper.
complex sign. And I've stocked up on spare parts, so I've no fear it'll ever stay broken for long.
Unfortunately, the only way to ever read the Menderbug's diary is to kill him in cold blood. I'm not sure why Team Cherry thought this was necessary, but the general consensus on Reddit is that they are bloodthirsty warmongers, so it checks out. But at least Menderbug's last moments will be spent fixing one of his favorite signs in the Forgotten Crossroads.
Actually kill him,
It's comforting to
dude.
think that his final
He
sacrifice-
looks so like nice too. It feels bad. Doesn't feel like he did anything wrong, and he just like, oh yeah, we could definitely kill him. It's not infected or anything. It's like the only few sane people out here, but you could actually kill him. That's so bad. That's like the worst ending right there. If there's like another ending for a Hollow Knight, that's like the bad ending. Honestly, like after you kill him, the ending credits roll. Dude,
of consciousness were spent in total bliss before we sent him hurtling into the infinite chasm that
that's an actual speedrun for killing him. What's the fastest speedrun then? Fastest time?
is oblivion. Well, anyway,
Oh my god, I saw his dead body right there.
the alternate fight between the Knight and the Radiance plays out differently than in the vanilla ending. This time around, the Knight is not accompanied by any shades.
Accidentally killed him? They all look the same, to be honest. Like all the mobs. Like if you think about it, right? Like you won't even tell. Oh wait, why is it not like killing me? Why is it not hitting me?
Defeating the Radiance,
Over just
the
a
Knight seems to
minute?
transform
Wow.
into this monstrosity. Now this creature goes by many names. The God of Gods,
That's pretty
the
quick.
Lord Shade, the Devourer, the Void Entity. but I don't really like any of those, so I will just call him Bill. Bill proceeds to completely annihilate the Radiants in spectacular fashion. We are then treated to the Embrace the Void ending. Bill comes back down from the sky, dropping into the rest of Godhome. The Godseeker starts to get pulled into Bill by Void tendrils. We then cut to the Godseeker in the junk pit. Void starts leaking out of her eyes, and it appears as though Bill is making an escape back into the real world, which is probably a bad thing? Finally, we see Hornet standing outside of the Black Egg as the infection begins to disappear from nearby vines. Hornet hears footsteps coming from inside the Black Egg as the Hollow Knight reveals itself to her, and the two prepare for combat. So from this cutscene, we can see that the Radiance's death in Godhome actually did kill her for real, meaning that the infection over Hallownest is now gone. This means the seals inside of the Black Egg probably wore off, allowing the Hollow Knight to escape its prison. In other words, the Embrace the Void ending is a goddamn cliffhanger, and we have no idea how Team Cherry plans to follow this up. The Hollow Knight is running loose in Hallownest, and the Knight has transformed into a raging void monster that might try to destroy the entire kingdom, or at least what's left of it. What's even more strange about this ending is that the announced sequel, Hollow Knight Silksong, doesn't seem to be related to this ending at all, but that's a whole different shit show. Obviously, the biggest mystery surrounding this ending is the appearance of Bill. Did this creature exist in the void already, or was it somehow willed into existence by the power of the Godseekers? Did the Knight turn into this thing, or did it just become a part of it? Examining a statue of this creature and other forms of the Knight grant the player a Hunter's Journal entry for an ancient artifact called the Void Idol, which might imply this creature might have been
trying to get down fast and sending dark to the ground to save time, and it was sad.
We don't know what this worship of Void exactly looked like. Maybe the Void they worship took the form of something more sinister. There is one thing we know about this monster though. It's weak to flowers. Yes, these things. As it turns out, those delicate flowers that Zamir has stockpiled up her ass are actually useful for something. They contain a strange power that even deters the White Lady from touching one. The Godseeker, however, is dumb enough to accept a flower from the Knight. If the player does this, instead of Void being released out into the world, this flower pulls a no you, and the Godseeker and Void disappears.
Just dies?
The flower itself is described as giving off a pale light, which appears to connect it to the pale beings. Like I said before, pale beings appear to be some form of top-tier gods. As of right now, we are only aware of two, the Pale King and the White Lady. But the fact that Zamir brought these pale flowers from a faraway land implies that there are definitely more of them out there.
What?
Oh wow. The existence of pale beings are the pale ore items that can be found all over Hallownest.
Yeah, I don't have a clue about this.
Or possibly some other pale being. And what exactly are they? Are they poop? In general, the Godmaster endings appear to be doing a lot of setup for future Hollow Knight content. Like I said before, Hollow Knight Silksong doesn't seem to
3 months. Whoa.
So we are in a bit of a bind when trying to discuss what these endings actually mean.
So cool.
The narrative Team Cherry is building. There's definitely a lot more to consider about what the pale beings are and what properties they possess. And we also have plenty of questions surrounding the Void and how bugs have interacted with it in the past. It almost feels like we're looking through a keyhole, trying to grasp onto the totality of Team Cherry's creation. How powerful are creatures like Bill and the Worms? Where did things like the Void even come from to begin with? How much bigger is the world beyond Hallownest? Is Bardoon into butt stuff? But of course, that's
maybe
like Hollow Knight. Having all of the answers to every question would just ruin the mystery of the world. Plus, if we didn't have questions like this to waste our time on, then what else would we be doing with our lives? Go outside?
Touch grass, that's true.
And so this video comes to an end. Now I know the average attention span of a YouTube viewer is 9 minutes, so let me leave you.
He was right. He was right. The average attention span. I lost my attention span pretty quick, not gonna lie. I'm not even sure if I retained most of this video. I mean, he did a good job at, like, he called me exactly. He called me out. Yo, this video was made for me to actually watch the video. I feel like, you know, like the first introduction, yes, I got it. Yo, actually, I probably did lose my attention span at like the 9-minute mark, and everything else was like Animal Crossing, freaking noises at this point. You know, it's like you guys are pretty much the only reason why I'm watching this or getting through this video. Oh god.
A few takeaways. 1. Hollow Knight is a game about bugs. I know this may come as a shock, but it's true. Watch the video again. This time, pay attention. You'll notice right away, I promise. 2. Murdering your own babies might not be such a good idea after all.
Isn't that true?
This is obviously just my interpretation of the game's lore.
No idea what you bothered, so we could just get through this, man. Just to get through this, to conclude Hollow Knight. Everyone pretty much requested me to watch this. You know, I can't even, my attention span so bad.
Valid, so I don't want to step on anyone's toes or anything. 3. Menderbug is fucking dead. 4. Nothing is certain. This video probably has a few
Did you have fun at least? It was not totally too bad. It was
Hollow Knight isn't exactly
oh, it was kind of funny. It's like sometimes we're just talking about like stuff unrelated to the video. When it's some good content, like as in like looking at the video of like seeing what the heck happened, what did we miss up on. It was only Snap and the one else that you just watch on your own time. It was like it was like Snap and then Pale, dude. And then like who else mentioned about it? I don't even know.
Lore yourself. 5. And this last point is fairly obvious, but I should mention it anyway. Cory in the House is the best anime.
It is. Alright, yeah. We actually went through this video. I can't believe it. I actually went through like an hour and 16-minute video on YouTube. That is like the actual world record. I had to subscribe to Mossbag. I wasn't subscribed before. It totally did not dislike this video, right? He did a good job though explaining the video for sure. He did put a lot of effort in. So comment? Yo, I got a comment too. That's true. That I have to comment for sure. Not gonna lie. That's like, hey, hold on. Let me. Okay. This is where I'm gonna comment. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Hollow Knight had lore until now. Thank you for thank you for like thank you. Wait, what was it? You are also Corey in the house anime enjoyer. I had to sub for that. You're also and Corey in the house anime enjoyer. The second you post, I'm gonna comment. Okay. Oh dang, I didn't know I had 139 subscribers. Oh wow, that's pretty quick. Dang, last week I had like 69 subscribers. That's insane. I mean, today, I feel like I didn't react totally too much. I feel like, dude, I was falling asleep. I like honestly, like the video was good, but I was falling asleep. It was just me. Like he did a good job for sure, but I could not watch a long video at all. So I at least contributed to Mossbag's like viewer retention rate. So that is good for sure. There's a lot. That's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. I know. He said, look at his YouTube channel videos, but don't watch it. Just look at it. He said, what? What, Cooley? Can't find it and give up. Just go filter to the recent comments. Like, you know, I can sort by. Just do newest first. You'll probably find me. Lore videos on routers when. Yeah. Just go to the recent one. Let's see. Amazing video, dude. Alright, check out JetDracos stream. Okay, I'm gonna head back to stream. Oh my god. Okay. Yo, this is probably like the worst. Okay, like you know everybody pretty much reviewed the Mossbag's the mostly complete lore Hollow Knight video. I feel mine is like the worst reaction ever for the video. My reaction is the worst. Everybody's like, yeah, I remember that time. Yes, it makes sense. But I'm like, oh, I don't remember. Wait, there's lore? Like I briefly just went through the game. I was just playing Hollow Knight for the gameplay. Worst reaction ever. I didn't really react that much, not gonna lie. I did not react that much. I was like, I felt like a grandpa. Literally, like reading the newspaper and just dozing off, but he did a good job. The video is pretty good. Like actually telling the lore what actually is going on in the game, right? Because there's like a lot of stuff you don't really think about. It's like putting piece to piece together. So can we have a corner house stream? I don't know about that. This was a reaction video. I know, right? It doesn't even feel like it. It does not feel like it at all. I reacted a little bit in the beginning, but later on I'm like, I don't even know what the heck is going on. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that, you know, putting two pieces together. You commented it. Look, let's see. Let's check that out. Let's see how it is going. I gotta refresh. Do I have to refresh? Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. I don't see your comments now, folks. Let's see. You're fast. I don't see it unless it's gonna populate. I don't know. Let's see. According to house stream, dude, I don't even know what platforms is it for nowadays. I have no clue. Miss Hollow Knight YouTubers playing Among Us. It was so silly. Yeah, I remember. Oh dang, yeah, Hollow Knight was a. What was it? No, Among Us was really popular. I don't know if people still play it though. It was a nice time though, when Among Us was a thing. Just click newest. Okay, hold on. Let me refresh. I know Hollow Knight, but I believe they released like the VR Hollow Knight. Breath of Sand descend to Gorbin, Zero Dream Shield of Golds. That's true. Found Snap. Okay, I see. I see. Okay.
Ascend.
Oh. Okay. Dang, yeah, we actually reacted to that. So let's just head back to the chat right here. Let's play the song. Just to chill for a little bit, okay. Oh man. I don't know. I mean, I feel like after completing Hollow Knight was a really good game anyways. I know today wasn't the best reaction. I don't know. I feel like I didn't have that much like energy in me, to be honest. So I was like, oh, I'm just watching this video. I was just watching this video because like today, I don't have energy today, so that's why like we're just doing something like a little, relaxing, just like chill than usual, because I just want to play like just for this week at least, playing a little more just chill games just to relax. Elden Ring and then Hollow Knight, those are hard games. I have to like utilize my brain power, do my calculations in my head to defeat some of the bosses, right? Because when you think about it, you can't always go brain dead when playing these games. Pokemon is chill. Yeah, I might put Pokemon into the schedule of this week. So let's play Minecraft. I don't know, maybe Animal Crossing. That's true. It's been a while since I last played Animal Crossing. I don't know. That's tough. I probably have to. Because the thing is, dang it, Animal Crossing. Oh man, Animal Crossing is a chill game. It is. The only problem about Animal Crossing is just my name on Animal Crossing. That's one reason why my name on Animal Crossing is not good. As in, it's probably yeah, I can't. It's a different name. So what's that? Animal Crossing? You don't know what Animal Crossing is? Did you use your real name? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's why. That's why I thought about it. It's like, ah, dang, I forgot. You'll blow up from creepers. I know. Was that walking outside and found a bag of nuts? Hey, actually, free nuts, not bad. It's not bad at all. I mean, today, honestly, if I were to be honest, today's stream for me, as like, if I were to entertain you guys, I don't think I did a good job. I've been just relaxing, just chill, just like normal. So, didn't overreact or anything like that. Stardew Valley is a good Animal Crossing alternative. You did fine. I appreciate that. But man, I got standards. I feel like I didn't meet my standards today. I didn't meet my standards of streaming. You finally see Jet's room, exactly. Hey, you know how like people have messy rooms, right? I decided that I might as well have a room in the void. All the junk, I could literally just open the window and throw it outside. Used to play that game? Yeah, Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley. It is a really relaxing game, but you could really get immersed to it and then just pretty much make hours go away. Where did you buy the bag? You need to get it. Like, please help. It's sad. I don't know. I know, Iron Marshall, you've been having problems with your internet. You had so much fun. You don't mind streams like this? Yeah, I appreciate it. I know, because today I mostly wanted to just do like a just chatting stream and then just react to the video, or quote unquote react to it. I don't really do that much just chatting streams that much. Want to just like talk to you guys, just chill, relax. One thing for a game where I could just like chill and just talk to chat, another game would just be, what was it called, Slime Rancher 2. And I have the perfect avatars for Slime Rancher 2. So for the avatars, you all could be like, the slimes, which is pretty cool. So you guys could battle, we just chill and just react. No, that's Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher, yeah. Found a video that's live in what? 357 days like that. Yeah, I've seen some streamers that put like, oh, I'm gonna go live in like next year or something like that. Live stream. That's funny. Yeah, so possibly get yeah, okay. We're pretty much just creating the schedule right now. Then wanna create the schedule so then we know what we're gonna play throughout the week. We're too tired. Yeah, I know. See, it's like one thing too. It's like some days I don't have the energy, so that's why we're just chilling. We're just being chilling right now. Wednesday will be fine. Wait, Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher is just like a single player game. So Q&A. I'm okay. Q&A. I guess could be a Q&A. I mean, you guys could ask questions. I could answer the ones that I feel comfortable with. Honestly, Monday and Thursday you can watch. Okay. Put a notepad app on screen so you can see what you put on. What do you mean put on? Like the schedule? I don't know. I mean, yeah, like the schedule, like what games I'm going to stream in certain days. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's so many games. I mean, I could just post like a schedule on, what was it, the YouTube community page. Like, just post an image of the schedule and just create the games from there. Also, Mossbag Rick rolled us. What do you mean? I'm confused. What happened? Oh, yeah, he did. He did actually. No, he did. Not gonna lie, he did. I know you told me to watch at a certain part in the video, and I heard that. I think it's copyrighted, right? But it's just it's a barely like anything really. Plus, it's like pretty much commentated over anyways, so don't really hear too much of that. But yeah, games wise, maybe Slime Rancher 2, like the new version of Slime Rancher. And then I have the avatars to make you guys all slime, so you guys could battle and do all that. But I don't. It's strange though doing Slime Rancher 2. I'm not totally used to games like that because those games are just so chill to the point where I have to keep commentating, right? Just have something to say. I'm still getting a little better at that, what to say exactly. But we all have to say, yeah, I don't know. We got Slime Rancher, possibly Pokemon. Not sure about Minecraft. I don't know if I want to do a Minecraft stream. I don't know if I want to do a Minecraft stream. It's a possibility. You think you're pretty good with conversation? I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, they used to do this all the time back then on with Twitch. I mean, I would say I'm okay with that, but it's just I barely do this type of thing. Anyways, Terraria. I mean, yeah, may possibly. I haven't really played Terraria in a while. It's been like 15. I only had like 15 hours of gameplay on Terraria, but that was like years ago when it first came out. You try copy and pasting Rick Roll, I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, Terraria. I don't know. It's not. I don't know. It's like a game. I don't know if I'll enjoy it though. You love Terraria? Play with you? You said. At least you're better than me. You get some awkward on streams. Wait, Shady Star, you stream as well? I didn't know that. I didn't know you stream as well. Okay. I need to check you out. Let's see. But it is tough though. Like just like streaming, it feels like getting awkward and all that. I've been so used to it anyways. I've been so used to like streaming. I've been streaming for the past 5 months, and I've been at least consistent or trying to be consistent. I know like within that 5 months I did take like a month break from streaming, but we got back on it again. So you will join but do not have either game. Oh, Terraria, Pokemon, or all that. But Atre, hey, what is good, Atre? How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing better, because I remember last time you mentioned that you were sick. So hey, Atre coming in. Used to with some friends, but not anymore. FPS some fallouts with those friends. Thinking of becoming a VTuber too at some point. I know that's tough. I know with some friendships, right? It's hard. It's tough. It's good because like VTubing in general, you gotta make like more friends. Like your chat is pretty much your friend. You got people to talk to for me. I didn't really have that much people to talk to. That's why I started streaming, and also started streaming to pretty much get better at talking. And I believe one inspiration about like streaming for me, I really got inspired by Hollow Stars. Okay, I saw Hollow Stars Tempest and I was like, oh, these dudes got in. It's like it really inspired me to the point where it's like, maybe, you know, I don't want to say too much, but they really inspired me seeing like, you know, these dudes making it into like Hollow Live. It really inspired me so much where because like when I first started, it was pretty much like a week after, like seeing all those talented people that joined in, I was like, dang, they inspire me so much. You know, like Magni, Altair, Axel, all of them, they inspire me. So that's why I also started VTubing. I started VTubing like a week after they debuted, because, you know, I wanted to improve on myself, like as an individual and also as a streamer, and getting better at talking. I feel like I definitely improved at talking a lot. I used to stutter a lot. I used to not pronounce my words properly, and I think that I'm becoming more extroverted with like talking with people now too. And then the Andre said I'm better. Just watch a video about Omori. Omori? Dude, no way. Omori? No way. That's a depressing game. That's a depressing game, Andre. Hope you're okay. Maybe Pokemon Arceus stream. It's been a while since I played that. I did enjoy Pokemon Arceus. I never completed it though. I'm not sure if I want to. Actually, I don't know if I want to play Pokemon Arceus. That game was fun when I first played it. I don't think I could enjoy it if I played it a second time. It would be honestly great if I could start up again with more friends. I have so much social anxiety. Just need some kind of safety net. Yeah, it's true. I know it's a whole process. Like all that. I feel like streaming wise, getting comfortable. I guess you just have to just, you know, start this stream and just don't think about much, and slowly you get more accustomed to it. You get used to like streaming. I know it'd be nice for sure. I know like collaborations, playing with other people, it would possibly get you back into the groove, like being more comfortable by your, you know, if you do solo streams, because you're more comfortable of just like communicating and talking. You got things that you could say that could bounce off of on like other people, so it would help for sure. But it all comes down to, you know, proving on yourself, getting used to like streaming in general, so then you could carry on your own, know what to say, just getting comfortable on streaming. I know I don't provide the best advice, but I say like social anxiety and all that, it does seem a little anxious though, talking to like random strangers. But then like those strangers become like, you know, actual individuals where you get to like, you know them, and they become a part of like, you know, for example, my jet fuel, you become a part of a community, so they're no longer strangers. In that case, you need to chill before going to sleep. Watch mainly badass hero play Scarlet Snow. Oh, Scarlet Snow. Yeah, I played that. I have a video of Scarlet Snow. It's a horror game. I streamed that before, and I made a long video of it. I feel like my Scarlet Snow video, I believe that was my favorite stream I ever streamed in my career. There's so many funny stuff that I said in that video. There's so many stuff that's funny in that video, but too bad like I didn't edit my video properly, where it's like it's not showing the, you know, the funny bits right from the get-go. Just because the video is so long and I said so many stuff that was pretty entertaining to me. Crimson Snow, yeah, it's the horror game. Appreciate you 180 said it's okay now, Ultra, anytime, you're the best cop in Pokemon. That's true. I remember that stream. I did not make a video of it. Feels bad. I should. I've been slacking on my video makings. Relatable, you did a Honkai stream like a year ago. You panicked so much. It definitely helps to have someone to lean on for first few times. Yeah, I feel like in that case, yeah, having another person on stream might help, or having like a friend just like comment, you know, just comment on your stream so you could like bounce off of them, like having a mod or somebody so you get accustomed to it. So you're scared of being boring more than anything when you go live. I know it's tough, right? Like for me, I also get that thing where it's like I'm nervous. Sometimes I'm like nervous. It's like I don't know how the stream's gonna go. Like it's just improv. I know a lot of streamers out there like have a schedule, as in knowing what to do. Like they plan the things out, like things of what to say. But for me, since I'm a scuffed streamer where I don't plan things out, I just I just improvise. Every stream I've done is just improvise. Like my what was it? My what do you call it? Cult of Lamb stream. I voice acted in that stream. It's a video that I posted in my stream, but it's like it was improvised and everything he said. That was a good stream. I appreciate that. Yeah, what do you think about me? I don't know what you mean, Snapbook. I have no clue what you mean. Say I watch 3-hour videos on daily basis. You're a sucker for video essays. That's like my freaking VODs. My videos are so long. Like the amount of hours that I go through of just like streaming, it's like I just lose track of time where it just becomes that long. Shady Star said your boyfriend was there with me, but he also has social anxiety, so it's very quiet. Oh man. It's like something to get used to. It's like you gotta, I know it takes a while for sure. It takes a while for sure to get used to that. Yeah, I had bad social anxiety back then when I was like a lot younger, but I don't know. I just stepped out of my comfort zone. I just got better, as in just being more out there. It was tough. I couldn't really speak to people that much. I was like nervous. I was nervous to even talk to people online too. Just like voice chatting and all that. I was nervous too, but you know, I guess I just got used to that. Just getting outside my comfort zone. And not so much anymore. I used to do the same all the time. Entree. Yo, 180, what you mean? You will be watching my VODs. That's like longer than 3 hours. I can't believe it, dude. Sometimes I'm like, dang, I appreciate the support. I do appreciate the support. For watching my freaking videos, the freaking streams. Those are like 8 hours, 7 hours long. It was like, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, it takes time. You know, like you can't always rush things. You can't always rush things, because in that case, it's like, it's not good. Like, sure, you want to get used to getting past that social anxiety, but you have to slowly work yourself out there to become more comfortable. You get water, or you're going to Brazil. Hold on. Let me go to Argentina real quick. World Cup champions. All right, gotta drink my water. Well, look at you now. You're talking to many people. That's true. I know. With my jet fuels on Twitch, I used to talk to many people. I was glad to have people. My first stream, I was like, I didn't expect anyone to come out, but you know, it's like I had people just like joining my streams within the first week that I started streaming on Twitch. I was shocked, and some of those people still stick with me to this day, and that pop by sometimes here too. Man that knows culture. I take breaks, but once I find one, YouTube gives me more, and I get lost in all those long videos. So that's true. I'm participating in them. It's not the same. That's true. Oh yeah, true. I feel like participating, you're more interactive, and it's like you don't fall asleep. Same happened with the more today. 2-hour video. Good. It said the autism makes your social anxiety much more worse. That's why you want to step out of your comfort zone. It sucks being this nervous all the time. I know it does. I know it's like it's tough. I know, but as in like just pretty much slowly work your way up to get more comfortable. That's one thing, and it's a start. Just starting the stream. I know. Just you have to keep practicing. You have to keep practicing, and maybe you could also have like a plan of what you want to stream, so then it makes you less anxious because you know what to do on the stream, so you don't have to worry like too much because you are prepared, and yeah, you know what to do on the stream. You know what to talk about. Like for example, going to the stream, you have some like stuff to say, right? So you could just rely on those like topics and questions you could ask like chat. That would help a lot, or, you know, or maybe telling a story, something like that, like stuff that you plan ahead of time. But for me, I don't really do those things. I don't, even though I should. 140 subs? Oh wow, that's insane. I know I have been having like subs from like my shorts or random videos. You did one Honkai stream, but it's like hard. Not sure, what are you doing to yourself? Yeah, watching the Omori. 180 bad things, comfort zone is suffering. I know, like Omori, that's like a depressing game. I don't know how I could do it. I feel after that I would just have to watch happy videos in that case. So thanks for the advice, Jet. Feeling more motivated now. I appreciate that, and I hope it did motivate you, and I hope that it did not motivate you, right? I hope it did motivate you. Like, I'm not the best at, you know, giving advice, but one thing for sure, just, you know, plan that out if you really do feel like anxious. But if you have stuff that is already planned out in your head of what to say, it makes you less anxious, because you can fall back on those stuff. Yeah, if next stream you have like 8 rules and I have to tell you to drink water. 8 rules, make sure to stay hydrated. I'm glad you guys are actually catching like the description of the rules, so you actually know what changes or not. What's your Twitch, Shady Star? Oh yeah, do you stream on YouTube or Twitch? I bet you mentioned that you streamed like a year ago though. Well, it's fine if you don't want to you know, mention the Twitch or like YouTube. You know, it's like for this special occasion, I don't mind like the whole shout out thing. Suffering is a fun comfort zone. In order to fully succeed, right, you have to like suffer, like getting a top, like getting like to the place where you want to go. Of course you have to climb those steps, but the thing is, if for example, if you're climbing a step, you have to take a step one by one, step by one. Wait, you have to take a step by step, right? Because you run up the steps, what if you trip, right? What if you trip? You keep like running up, and then you accidentally trip and you stumble back down. So then that's why you had to take your time going up, not rushing that. Can we do a Bendy the Dark? Bendy. I played that before. I don't like Bendy. Not gonna lie, I do have shorts about Bendy, but I did not enjoy playing that game. I streamed that and I had to delete the stream. It wasn't enjoyable. Actually, I have a video coming out about Bendy. I actually do have a video coming out about Bendy. I hired someone to edit my Bendy video. I just realized that. I was supposed to get it like last month. It's supposed to, they told me to they told me that it's gonna come out in like a couple of days. They're still working on it. Gotta reinstall Twitch. Okay. Not really, but at least I know you have that going. You're gonna be okay after you collect yourself. Yeah, hopefully you're all right, Altre, after the Omori. Dude, I never played Omori. Have you played Nier Automata? Yeah, I have. But it's been a while since I last played Nier Automata. I have Nier Automata Replicant. I actually did not finish that. Like, I played the introduction. That's it. Nier Automata Replicant. I don't know if I play that. Wouldn't that make you guys just fall asleep? What's Omori about? Omori. I didn't fully play the game, but Omori is just a depressing game. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Yeah. The Slender Man? No, I'm not gonna play Slender Man. Omori. Alus. Yo, it's been a while saying Alus here, but what is good? How you doing? Bad times, exactly right. Yeah, I don't think you want to play Omori. But Omori is not totally a bad game. I played a little bit of it. I got my you know when I bought Omori and tried to stream Omori on Twitch, I actually refunded Omori. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna play this game. Yeah, been busy since school started. It's all good. It's all good, Loose. I'm just glad that you're still alive for sure. Oh man, I'm glad that you're alive, man. I'm glad everything's going well. I know Alus, you guys didn't know. Alus was like one of the jet fuel OGs. Used to watch me on Twitch when I played Tower Fantasy. I know, yo, Alus always coming through with the food too. Today you ate McDonald's, cause I remember like last time, like it was like 4 months ago or 5 months ago. Alus always mention about food. Like they mention about like eating like Popeyes and all that. McD's. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like it's insane. I know it's insane. Oh man, I miss Tower Fantasy, but I don't think I'll ever go back to that game. It's tough. I know, a gotcha game. Eating Olive Garden. Olive Garden. I don't know what's good over there. I know they just serve like pasta, salad, and all random stuff. Eating Domino's. Dang, everyone eating good today. I'm not even sure what the heck I'm gonna eat after stream. You lost so much weight because of the inflation. Don't talk about food. Oh god. Yeah, not gonna lie, the inflation affecting everything. Getting really expensive out here. Bread, straight bread. Oh, I mean, not gonna lie, I think those breads are pretty good. You know how they have the restaurants where they just serve a bunch of just bread and just keep like serving you more? Those are pretty good. Let's eat some lechonk. Yeah, the pig Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. It must be it must be tasting good, like straight up pork. Just finished reading a 396 chapter manga about all food. What was it? Shoko no Soma, whatever it's called? Food Wars? Is that Food Wars, bro? All food? That's all I could think about. When I went to an Italian restaurant. Okay. Free bread is good. Exactly, along with the butter. I know. You can't eat, dude, you can't eat the bread without the butter. That's one thing. It's like, hey, you want refills? Like, yeah, that's all I'm gonna eat, just the bread. And what else are you gonna order? It's like, oh, just the bread. Just keep it coming. Just get full from that. It said, yeah, that I ate bread with butter and tomatoes. You feel like, you feel rich. You can't eat bread without butter. That's true. I mean, I heard like, I saw like, what was it? Some others serving like the like son, like food, but they put like ketchup inside bread. Like, not gonna lie, ketchup with bread, I could eat that with eggs though. Like putting ketchup on eggs and putting it in with the bread, that's actually not bad. At first I thought it was disgusting, but I remembered I actually ate some of that before. We got bread, ketchup, and egg all together. Egg sandwich, yeah. Meanwhile, bread, good, yeah. Meanwhile, just eating bread and pasta. Phil said you guys can't eat it. Oh man, I know. Too bad you can't share. Gotta be brown bread. I mean, all good. I mean, I don't know if I actually tasted a bad bread. Besides, of course, stale bread. Stale bread is what's bad. Yeah, egg sandwich. What? That's what I'm gonna make for yourself in a bit. Yeah, no problem. I know. Yeah, Olive's coming through with the food. Making everybody hungry right now. Good thing you mentioned about food, Alus, because I'll probably forget to eat. Haven't had food yet. Got served a bagel at lunch. Okay. Should be a bread bug. Bread and egg. Cheap French toast. Exactly. I know. You baked brownies yesterday too. Oh my goodness, man. Brownies, dude. Dude, brownies? Oh, that's even better. Shady Bean 24. Okay. How did you forget? How did you forget your username? I know it's been a while though. It has been a while since you said you last streamed. You said it was like a long time ago. You're a cicada, not bread bug, but you like bread. Hey, if you're talking about bread, I remember I made like a Pokemon video about like a scamwich. It was about like me playing Pokemon and Snapbug was in it. Pretty much, just making like the whole what was it, sandwich. We were making like a cheese sandwich, but it didn't even have any cheese on it. Got scammed. Sarah was saying she made brownies today as well. Oh wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Didn't know the fastest way to replace depression and being disturbed is with hunger. I mean, yeah, hunger and just like water helps a lot. As in like making you feel a little better. That's okay. That's all you made. Uninstall Twitch after you feel your honkai streams due to trauma. Aw. I mean, it's like it just takes time. I mean, it's like sure. You may feel nervous, but it's just overcoming it. I know it'll be hard overcoming that. Just getting used to like stream. Honkai. Halus, I know Halus a gotcha player as well, man. I know. I'm glad. all my like original Jet Field players are all gotcha gamers. Dude, I used to play a lot of gotcha games. I was like the gotcha god in that case, but I stopped. He said, when you play Pokemon, you can make a real sandwich. That's true. Yeah, in the game. Yeah. Maybe it's a different emo. I don't know. Love Honkai. Glad I don't know what the Honkai thing is. Honkai is just like a gacha game, okay? Made by the same developers for Genshin Impact. Have you heard of Genshin Impact? Honkai Impact the Third is pretty much the game that came out before Genshin came out. Similar to Genshin, yeah. The combat is solid in the game. They get waifus in the game, okay? Primarily only waifus. There's no actual husbando. So if you're a husbando enjoyer, like you're like dudes in the game, yeah, that's not the game for you. They only have females in it that you could control. But the graphics is solid, and the characters are solid. You're an OG. Started playing around the 2nd anniversary. Yeah. OG 2nd anniversary. I mean, yeah, Honkai has been out for a while, so not totally too bad. Dude, I played Honkai day 1, and I stopped a week after, because the grind to get like all the currency in the game to summon, it's a lot, and you have to get enough to do a guarantee. I got burnt out from the game. I know it's a lot of grinding. I grind a lot in games, but Honkai, for some reason, I could not do that. Atre, yeah, you got a boyfriend, Atre, of course. Walt is a big husband, though. What do you mean? Okay, do you miss Dream Shield? Not really. It really helped out a lot for sure. We got one husband though that's playable. Wait, is that true, Walt? I didn't know about that. See, I'm so outdated. See, I'm so outdated with like Honkai. I didn't know about that. I didn't even know that was a thing. Dude, what? Actual playable male character in Honkai Impact? What is this? What is this dimension we're living at? What? I see that like he is playable on Honkai Star Rails. It's strange. There's a gameplay of Honkai Star Rails that was a year ago. I'm surprised Honkai Star Rails is not even out yet. It's been teased for the longest. I said you're glad your boyfriend plays Honkai too. That was the dailies for you? Oh my goodness, the dailies? Bro. Ain't no way. That'd be nice to have someone to freaking do the dailies. Cause like, you know, when I play the Genshin Impact, bro, if someone could just do the freaking dailies for me without paying them, yo, that would have been the best. That would have been the best. Oh my goodness. It's a whole grind. It's a whole grind. I know the dailies. I know the grind in gacha games. I know the grind, dude. I was so addicted to gacha games where like I had, what was it? I was like playing 4 gacha games a day. I was so addicted. I had like, what was it? Fire Emblem Heroes, the Fate Grand Order, Epic 7, and then what else? I don't know. Did I say Fate Grand Order already? I don't know what the 4th game was. Just like random ones, like Danmachi or some random new gacha game that came out. Love Kevin, you say? Kevin is great too, especially in the new chapter. Bro, Kevin? Kevin Honkai? I'm not even up to date. I'm not up to date in the Honkai, but that he came out like a while ago then. Dang. Pokemon EV Train, a Pokemon you think you'll like? Okay. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna play Pokemon again. Though, dude, Kevin actually looks nice. Wow. He has like white hair. Dang, that dude looks nice. Yeah. Iron Marshall's back. Yeah, we're just talking about Honkai Impact right now. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much like a gacha game created by MiHoYoverse, same developers from Genshin Impact. Yeah. Do your homework, Alu. So you stop slacking. Stop slacking. I'm gonna have to ban you if I see you again if you're not doing your homework. But I appreciate it, for stopping by, Alus, for sure. You have a good night too. I'm just kidding, Alus. But do your homework. That's more important. That's a priority, okay? You gotta get your studies in and all that. So I appreciate it for stopping by. Yeah, have a good night, Alus. Outfits are great. Yeah, there's so many outfits out there. That's one thing about Honkai Impact. I feel like they went above and beyond, of course, since it's like one of their, their main games before Genshin Impact. Thanks for having me and talking with me. Yeah, appreciate that. Like, Andre, you feel cleansed from the trauma now? Gonna go to sleep since 4 a.m. Yo, go to sleep, Andre. Yeah, I'm glad. Okay, I'm glad that like that Amori thing. No way. I'm glad you're doing better, Audrey. So have a good night. Have a good night for sure. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. I forgot to do that for y'all. So excited for Zenless Zone Zero too. Dude, it's been a minute. I don't like how like MiHoYoverse or HoYoverse, whatever you call it, keeps like announcing all these games like Star Rail and then Zenless Zone Zero like a year ago. And there's so many like closed beta tests, so many like beta tests, regular ones, and yet the game's not out yet. I mean, sure, it's good that they do all these testing so it's actually optimized and good when it comes out, but Honkai Star Rails, I kind of expected that game to come out like in August. Like at least. Let's say they should make it easier to retrieve your account. Can't get mine back. Yep. So Iron Marshall, bye. Have a great night. Okay. Wait, Iron, are you like going to sleep as well or saying to Atre? I don't know, but if you are going to have a good night, you have a good night, Iron Marshall. So maybe you could pay a hack to get it back. I mean, might as well start over again because I believe they have like better. You could get better like stuff now. Like it's a lot easier to get like the currency and experience and level up now. So it's not bad to start all over because if there's like an anniversary coming out soon, you could save for that. Or if there's a character that's coming out, you can save for that and just spending all the in-game currency for when that character that you want comes out. So it's not bad because you could actually utilize, the your in-game currency. Gonna get some food. Be back in a bit. You're still going? Okay, sounds good. Saying to Audrey. Okay, Iron Marshall. Okay. And no, yeah. You know what 10 plus 9 was? New player banner's unfair. Isn't it because it's like broken, right? Because I believe it had like some top tier characters on it. That's why. Because I had to start all over again for Honkai Impact. Even though I had an account that was created like day one, I actually lost that one. I lost that account. My day one account from Honkai Impact. I lost that account because I keep getting confused what the actual name is now for the developers. HoYoverse or MiHoYoverse. I think it's HoYoverse now, right? Yeah, but they made it where they pretty much, I believe they switched the account. I don't know how you're gonna get that account back, but I mean, if you remember your email, then you could possibly get it back. Probably just have to reset it. Tell you the reason why you lost yours. Oh, I mean, might as well just start over. You might as well start over. Gracio's little Red Riding Hood outfit is so cute. The retreat button isn't there. I mean, like going on to, I think they have the website. There's a website, so you could just go on the website and then enter in like your information from there, and you reset password or something like that. So you should get it back if you do remember like the email what was used. Last mind, change your email than forgetting it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say then, because in that case, it's like, yeah, might as well just start over, because it's been a while, and you could just relive, you know, re-experience all that, and you could utilize your currency, game currency, to purchase the characters you want for Honkai Impact. I know for me, it's been a while since I last played Honkai Impact. I tried to get back in when that nun got announced, like that nun character. I think this was like 5 or 6 months ago. I don't remember her name. Probably starts with a A or something like that. Honkai Impact. Aponia? Yes indeed, Aponia. After seeing her, I was like, yeah, I gotta get her, and I did not get her at all. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I was kind of sad. I was grinding. I didn't feel like spending money on the game, so I was like, RNG's on my side. RNG was on my side, so I had to try to summon for Aponia. And then I quit Honkai Impact, and I got back in when they announced the pink-haired Hersher. Hersher, I don't know what her name is. See, I'm not that cultured of Honkai Impact. Gotta go, Pale. Appreciate it for, you know, coming through. Yeah, we're just like, you know, chilling, but you have a good night, Pale. Appreciate it for, you know, being here, and maybe later I'll post like a quote-unquote schedule of what I'll play, but I think I'll just post a schedule for tomorrow's game. I don't think I could plan out that far. At least, yeah, I believe so. Boyfriend's obsessed with her purely for the fact that she wears a nun outfit. Yeah. I know. Her character design is top tier as well. It's top tier. Not gonna lie. That's why I got back in. Okay. One of my like old guildmates. I used to, of course you guys know I played gotcha games before, but I used to have guildmates that I sort of kind of keep in contact. So yeah, one of my guildmates is really addicted to Honkai Impact. Still play it today, to this day. Like 2 of them really. Still play Honkai Impact like on a daily. And I'm so out of date. I don't know much about Honkai anymore. Like it's just a blank at this point. Pale has just been quiet today. It's all good, you know. Just like tuning in and all that. I believe Pale mentioned that they put me in the background, so that's all good. I appreciate it anyways. You know, I'm just glad that I get to see you guys and they're coming back here and all that stuff. What's their names? Wait, what's the name? New chapter have been wild in game. What's their names in game? I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember the names in Honkai Impact. Cause you know they could change it and they got like the numbers as well. Yeah, I only played it one of them on Honkai Impact, but that was like probably 2 years ago. One of them is like they played the game day one. They have like almost all the characters. I know like she pretty much had like all the white characters. She really liked all the white hair characters. It's funny. I only like the white hair characters. And my other friend, they recently got into Honkai like a year ago. What's their names and gave me this shoes and it's pretty cool. New chapters have been wild. Not gonna lie, yo, Honkai Impact's like story is always just like so traumatic, so traumatic as well. There's like a manga for it too, and you already know it gets pretty deep. Dang, it's like it's so long that the intro pretty much died out. That's insane. Sorry, ask again if you're lagging. Red Dead Redemption 2 is usually chill when you want it to be, and when actually you decide that. Oh, that's true too. I have to install Red Dead Redemption though. It takes a lot of space. That's like 200 gigs. That's a lot of gigabytes. Honkai is nothing compared to Gun Girls. Oh, what? Gun Girls? Hold on, let's see. Let's check that out. I haven't heard about that one. Gun Girls. It came out like... The only videos I see for Gun Girls is Gun Girl Slander. Bro. That was like the first video I see. You got like the Wojak characters, but... Gun Girl Slander. Dude. Oh, God. Never played that one, Gun Girls, before. Gun Girls DayZ opening. What? That's like a. That's an anime. Oh, it's an anime. What? This one. Yeah, that's weird. That's the first time I heard about that. Wow. I'm just okay. You know one thing about gacha games. You know, I've been like waiting for a new gacha game to come out that's actually really fun. I'm just waiting for Blue Protocol or Wuthering Waves because I need to scratch that gacha like itch. And I've been on a gacha withdrawal. I haven't really played that much gacha games in a while, man. I want to get back into it, but then again, I had to hide the wallet. I have to deactivate all the credit cards and everything, though. Stories are Giga Depression and Gun Girls. Dang. I bet if you're comparing to Honkai Impact, you'll be baxing. What? You'll be baxing your polls on a new account? Okay. Alright, sounds good, Dante. I don't know what that means, but alright, sounds good. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2, going back to that. That's a solid game, yeah. Just like exploring, just roaming around. I don't know. You see, I mean, it's a good. Okay, I'm gonna have to put that like in a list. I have to put like a list down. I have to decide what to stream, dude. Dude. I have so much games. Okay, I bought so many games from the Steam Winter Sale, and I had a lot of games in my backlog that I haven't even touched. But I don't know. I have to see what games I'm gonna play. It's really tough to decide. Because like deciding a game pretty much delays the stream, as in like when I'll stream. Because like I had plans of streaming like certain games, for example, like Needy Streamer Overload. Needy Streamer Overload. That game I believe is. I think that's probably traumatic. That is probably a traumatic game like Omori that I heard about. So after playing that game, I don't think I'll be in the best mood. So, been delaying that. That would be fun. Needy Streamer Overload. You guys gonna like listen into my voice acting skills, talking like a girl, which I'm not even a voice actor at all. I just say that my voice acting skills not as bad as Omori. Okay. Yeah. Have a good night, Snapbug. Appreciate it for stopping by for sure. Thank you, Snapbug. Yeah, have a good night. Yeah, get that sleep in. All right. Don't feel like you have to like stay in the stream. If you need to go to sleep, if you're tired, feel free to go to sleep. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Okay, I don't know why the thing's not that great. Yeah, okay, I have no clue. Oh. Yeah, dude. I'm just surprised how long I've been talking. Like, I don't really do these type of streams that much. But it's nice just, talking with everybody. Just chilling. I believe this is how it kind of was when I used to stream back on Twitch. Because I would be playing like Tower of Fantasy and just relaxing, just, chatting with everybody. So that's nice to see that again. It was really fun, yeah. And I probably have to call it soon as well. In a bit. I know today was not the usual streams as I usually stream. For sure, but still on the fence of like what game should I stream this week. I know you guys recommended a bunch of games, for sure. Because okay, one thing about games, right? 180 is back. You back with the egg sandwich? Okay, dang, it sounds yummy, man. You gotta share. But dang, I don't know if I want to. Sandwich. I don't know. But yeah, one thing about games as well. Depending on the games, I also kind of have different moods. Some games I'm like chaotic, some games I'm chill. In this case, like, what was it? One of the games I played, High on Life. That was like a really chaotic stream for sure. Really chaotic stream. Yeah. Dang. Oh man, I feel like my streaming stamina, I could just keep going, but sometimes it's like I might as well just stop so I don't get burnt out from streaming too much. Dude, I feel, because the thing is, like, with streaming, right, it does take time to get like used to streaming and to talking and to know what to say. But just getting like your foot into like streaming, you pretty much just have to get like used to it. Just pressing the start stream and getting used to it. I know it just takes time for it to become like natural. You know, this doesn't really apply to everybody else. I know for sure I'm not the most entertaining right now. I'm just chill. This is how I was kind of like back when I played on Twitch. I was mostly just chill, but I think sometimes it comes to the point where I'm like super energetic. I'm just glad that people do come through, because before streams I would have like no energy, but like all my jet fuel pretty much like hypes me up. I have like energy for days, something like that. Happens to the best of us, yeah. I know. I'm just being real with you guys. I'm gonna ask you for advice about the VTuber thing in a month or two when your PC is fixed. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, feel free to, you know, ask me. And any questions you. Oh yeah, I have a Twitter too. So if you guys want to reach out to me as well, you can just send me like a DM through like Twitter or anything like that. I mean, for now, instead of like me putting like the Discord in that case. I mean, I'll probably make a Discord in the future, or just putting that out. Yeah, but like by Twitter, there's one place to contact me as well. But it's no problem just getting that started, or any questions in general about like VTubing. I'll try to help, because I do have another VTuber friend where they asked me a bunch of advice of what to do. I mean, I believe that I did help them out. Like, you know, they're doing pretty well now. They've been doing well. So they gave them a lot of advice, like how to edit, like tips on a lot of stuff, and did help them. But of course, it does always comes down to your own intuition anyways, and deciding what is good or whatever. But yeah, Iron March just said you're gonna stream eventually. Okay. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, yeah. We do have fun with streaming for sure. And one thing about streaming, just have a good time. Because I know there's some people that only stream for like, you know, certain reasons. But then again, you can't blame them. If that's their goal, you know, that's how that's what they want to achieve. But I just stream to improve on myself, to engage with everybody. I don't have that much people to talk to. And I'm just glad that I have like some sort of community, and some people still stuck with me, and there's people all around the world too that still tune in, surprisingly enough. So I really appreciate that a lot. I know, but it's been a joy, like just streaming in general. It's been 5 months of just like streaming. I know for sure some things I really need to improve a lot. I feel like I'm still lacking in streaming. I'm still lacking in streaming. The streaming thing, I totally do not get 100%. But I feel like watching other content creators, other like live streamers as well, seeing how they, you know, do their streams, like you kind of like pick up on like how they react to certain situations. For example, if someone's being like toxic, you kind of pick up on that and kind of like mimic of what they do. For example, there's one reason why I put like that rule of not trauma dumping. Because I was like watching a stream, I was like, oh man, yeah, that was pretty bad. And I'm just glad that, you know, they handle it properly. Because sometimes like common sense does not apply to everybody. Gonna be a no voice and no face stream. Not ready for people to know your voice, you know. It's I mean, it's tough. And like no commentary. I feel like for no commentaries, that's gonna be really tough, because there's no true interaction. It's just straight up gameplay. But if you're really good at the game, then people would definitely watch. But if you're not that great, I don't think people are gonna totally watch. But just stream for yourself. Pretty much just stream for yourself anyways, and slowly improve from there. Let's say if that's a start, no, if that's a start, as in you being more comfortable streaming in general, where you're gonna use your voice later on, and I feel like go ahead, for sure. Go ahead and like start, streaming without no commentary. 'Cause it's a start, it's just good that you started the stream. It's good that you got that going. But of course, you want to like keep going from there, keep improving from there. Shady said, we're looking forward to see how you grow from here. It's rare that you stick around once the streamer finishes Hollow Knight, but you're like, you super cool guy. I appreciate that. And no, it really makes like, it really, I don't know. I really appreciate everyone who like sticks around, because that's one thing about it. What I'm afraid about is just like, hey, I play Hollow Knight and you guys only stick for Hollow Knight. I want to play other games, and that's the thing, because everyone pretty much like, it means a lot for everyone just like, tuning in, for sure. I'll Crowden, Iron Marshall is gonna stick for a while. Yeah, I'll probably end the stream in a bit anyway. So okay, logging in. Okay, Dante. Oh, good. I appreciate it though. For streaming, just give it a shot. To be honest, just give it a shot. Like if you want to stream, just start streaming. If no commentary, if that's what you want to do, then do that. People come and go. It's a part of the growth. Exactly. I know it's tough. It's tough. Is it just gonna be super famous? I don't know. I feel like, okay, this one thing, like I could actually judge myself on this stream. I'm being super honest. Today's stream wasn't the best reaction. I already know it's not the best reaction. But if I'm gonna be genuine, I didn't want to fake my reaction and all that. I was just being genuine. Because some part of streaming, like for being entertaining and all that, like just for the content, people could overreact and say certain things, but I just didn't feel like doing that. That's one thing. Like sure, I could act. I could act and like do all that, but I didn't feel like doing that, to be honest. That's not my thing. We know, Jet. We were here exactly. Like the video was nice and all that, like, but some parts I was falling asleep. Like in general, like not on Mossbag's like part, like he did a solid job, but it's just me in general. When it comes to like long stuff like that, I just fall asleep. Like I haven't even finished a freaking. Okay, in Netflix, right? They got TV series. I can't even finish a single series for some reason. I would watch like 3 episodes. What was it? Like Alice in the Wonderland. Like I heard so many good things about it. And it's like, dude, I only watched 3 episodes, and my cousin texted me. He's like, hey, yo, Jet, have you watched Alice in the Borderland? I was like, oh yeah, I watched like 3 episodes. I didn't finish it though. It's always like that for me for some reason. I don't know why. It's strange. Some things though I do fully finish and binge watch. It really depends. If it's super good, but people will come and go as a part of the growth. Yeah, I know when I first started streaming, a bunch of those, like my mods, whatever, they stopped being my mods and stopped watching me. It felt bad. But then there's a lot of my Jet Fields that still watch me, which I really am shocked. Like the first viewer of mine when I started streaming was like Zero. Sometimes he comes here, but I know he's a lot busy now. And then Mayday and them, Zero pretty much got some of his friends to like watch me, and it's nice to see that like sometimes they stop by here and there. I know they can't watch all my streams nowadays since they're busy with work now, which is I'm like grateful for them to, being like productive and also, doing whatever's better for them. Because the thing is with my streams, I don't like mind if nobody like watches my streams, because what I want for everybody is just to prioritize everybody's self, because I want everybody to succeed out here, honestly. It's like, that's one thing. It's like, why should you guys? Oh no, my headphones died. Okay, my headphones died. My bad. My headphones died. Okay, I'm gonna stream without my headphones. I don't know if the music's still playing, but let's see. It's how many makes it better, IMO. That's tough. I don't know if it's that funny, to be honest. I watched Garfield show all like 27 times. Jeez, man. Yo, actually, Iron Marshall, good thing you mentioned about that, because Garfield was in the movie of the Mossbag. He was. Garfield was, and like he made like a cameo in the Mossbag video. I mean, you haven't even finished Chainsaw Man, exactly. Dude, I have the whole Chainsaw Man volume, the manga volumes. I read that, but I didn't watch like the entire Chainsaw Man anime series. Like I said I was going to, but I never did. Even though it's super good. Being genuine is what you're gonna keep your viewers. It's better that way. Yeah, that's true. I know it's tough though because it feels like sometimes I'm not totally too entertaining. But I don't want to overreact where it's like, what am I doing? I know for the content, it's that your friends are trolls, saving you by not like your friends are trolls. I'm saving you by not letting them watch you. Appreciate that 180. Don't want the chat to be too toxic. I get like toxicity as in like jokes and banter and all that, but like I don't want too much of that. That's why I want it to be at least tame. Not too chaotic. I get those jokes, as in like, being born in like a period where a lot of people used to make all these crude jokes, but now it's not okay. But I don't really do that. Like Filthy Frank, for example, this type of humor does not go for today's humor for sure. It'll get canceled immediately. But Chainsaw Man is anime for sure. Chainsaw Man was super fun. We forgot how much you enjoyed Shonen. Yeah, that's true. They don't watch streams anyway, so you're safe. Filthy Frank, Joji, amazing voice. Like, who would have thought that Filthy Frank would have an amazing voice? Joji, the singer, basically Filthy Frank, based in that case. But yeah, Chainsaw Man is solid. Like, I read the manga, it's really good. And I was just glad that they finally had the series animated. And it's from Studio Mappa. And like this year, 2023, we have so many like bangers coming out. Like, was it Genshin Impact? I don't know if it's a banger, but it's being animated by UFO Table, I believe. Same animators from the Fate series. And there's more Fate animes coming out. Dude, it's sad, man. When you guys talk about anime, I feel like, dude, I've been slacking on anime. I used to be like that type of person that be watching all the animes out in the catalogs. Like, oh, a new anime came out this season, I'm gonna have to watch everything. But nowadays, I don't really do that. Say, oh my god, Fate just died already? It's too popular. They make too much money. Alright, they make too much money. Like Fate Grand Order, which is like a mobile game. They make millions from that. Yeah. They make millions. And I mean, the Fate series is pretty solid anyways too. Like the animation quality, the story, it really gets to you. Like, even though like let's say you don't really pay attention to the story, at least it's beautiful. At least it's like looks nice, right? The combat, like you could just like watch like the TV series, it's brain dead. Don't even have to think. You're just like, ooh, nice colors. Ooh, that character looks nice. Our boyfriend's awake. Gotta go. See you later. Okay, all good. Have a good night, Shady Star. All good. Have a good night. Okay. All right. Character's personality. That's true. Yeah. See, yeah. Character's personality. I know. Character's personality. But the character illustrations and all that, it does look solid in the Fate series for sure. But dude, I still can't believe it. How long did I go? How long did I go with just like straight up just talking, dude? I have no clue. Like an hour or 2 hours? It's been a fat minute. Let's keep the stream to 1 hour max. 3 hours later, exactly. I was just gonna end the stream after the Mossbag video. It's always like this, not gonna lie. It's always like this. It's really strange. Dude. Oh, and it feels like I just ramble here and there. It's strange. So strange. Why are you like this? Exactly. Like, sometimes when it comes to my outros, hey, yo, guys, yeah, I'm gonna have to go. But then I'm here for another hour? Dude, I don't know why. I could keep going on and on. That's strange. I really don't know why. Dude, it's a bad habit. This is life, I know. What is life? I mean, this is life. I'll update you on the polls next stream. Oh yeah, you're playing Honkai Impact. Okay. Yeah, dude. Hopefully you do get like, you know, hopefully you do get good characters. And at least like you do have the beginner banners. So you could get like the guaranteed units anyways too. Once you save enough. So that, yeah. I mean, Honkai is pretty solid anyways. They have a lot of improvements from like probably way before when you played. As in like last time you played, everything's much more smoother now. A lot more smoother. Okay. But let's see. Gonna go. Yeah. I'm going to bed. You said I'm going to end stream now. There's like 20 minutes after I left exactly, dude. It's insane. I don't know why. But yeah, I have to end stream soon. I just have to think what games I'm going to play. Goodness gracious, dude. I have no clue. I'm so picky with the games. I know you guys recommended some games, but I'm so picky on what to play. If I'm gonna stream it, I'm gonna have to have a good time for sure. I don't want to be suffering streaming the game, okay? Sometimes it's kind of like noticeable that I don't enjoy the game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have to see. I mean, I'll try to come up with some schedule or something like that. Accept. Okay. Let's accept. Alright. Actually, wait, we could put the stream avatars up now. Wait, everyone's out here though. Wait, stream avatars? Where's everyone? Hold on. Where is it? I have to check this out. Where is it? I don't even see it pop up. Our avatars. Where did it go? I know from here. I don't know why it doesn't show up. Wait, let me put it all the way up. Let's see. See if you can get it up before the end of the duel. Hopefully. I know it's like on right now. Congratulations, dude. How the heck do you win? I'm confused. Let's see. Okay, I finally got it up. Alright. Yeah, I might as well charge my hold on, let's put this behind me. Might as well charge my headphones. I forgot I died. Headphones died. I gotta charge my headphone. It's actually dead. Okay. I don't know. I didn't see. Oh dang! Insufficient disk space. Oh, I was recording like the whole video, and dude, it just ran out of space. Hold on, did it actually save? Let me check. Dude, only got like 46.1 megabytes left on my hard drive. That was saving my my stream video. Oh my. I don't even know if it saved or not. Dang. Bro, I have to see. Hopefully you did. Dante, you trying to duel me? Okay. Alright, let's get that going. Let's check. Can you also eat the bowl in the games? Wait, from what game? Alright. Wait, let me play the music. Let me play the music. Let's see. What was it again? Yeah, I can't hear anything right now. It's pretty much just like muted for me. Okay. You can? Yeah. I know you guys can. I just can't. Me personally, I can't hear anything. Might as well. Yo, I'm glad. What? Why is that thing still there? The prison is still there right now. Let's get rid of that. Yo, let's get rid of that prison. Yo, no one's in jail anymore. I think in order to end the stream, you might as well do a battle royale. Yeah, fight to the death. Everybody participating. Let's check this out. Battle royale. Let's get this going. Okay. Check this out. Let's get this going. Okay, battle royale to the death. Let's go. Let's see. Finally throwing hands. Okay. Alright. Alright, see who's gonna win, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I'm just gonna end stream, and then I have to decide what game I'll play. I don't know. Lag? Oh man. Worst possible time for the lag. To like witness you. Actually, no, it's good that I got lag right now since I think you're so low on health, Iron Marshal. I don't know if you want to witness your death right there. Hey, dude, I'm playing it smart. I'm playing it smart. I'm trying to avoid you guys. Okay, dude, no way. Dante got that medkit. Iron Marshal about to get knocked. Okay, I got Iron Marshal. 180. He's gonna get knocked. Am I gonna get in with a Dante? Let's go. Yo, I did it. Hey. Yo, ended the stream. My bad, guys. You know, nothing personal, but you know, I had to be done. I had to be done. You found your comment in Mossbag's video? I feel bad because my reaction is not the best. It's not the best. I'll feel if he sees my video, he sees the stream. He's like, "What the heck are you doing?" He's like, "What is this? Mediocre, even lower than mediocre for my review." All right. I might stream tomorrow again. Yeah, I might stream tomorrow again, usual time. Probably at like 6 or 7. I don't know. I'll try to schedule it out. I need to actually create a schedule. But yeah, I'll be ending the stream. So yeah, I appreciate everyone for coming there today. I'll just drink water for sure. I've been talking for a while, man. Oh man. That was GG's for real. Alright, yeah. So I have to give a shout out to everybody that came through today. Appreciate everybody who came through. So thank you, Iron Marshal, 180, Dante, and then was it Shady Star 24, and was it Kisei, Snapbug, Isaac, I believe, Pale, and then Alus came through, and Atre. Who else came through today as well? I don't remember. I know, yeah, I said Atre. Wait, you doing your polls? Okay. What you eat for dinner? Dude, I don't think I ate dinner. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I even ate dinner. I'm trying to think. What did I eat? I know I ate when I came home. I think I ate some chicken, well, actually no, we're talking about dinner. I didn't eat anything for dinner. I ate when I came home. So technically that's not even dinner anyways. Yeah, I'll eat after stream anyways. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Well, you can go. It won't let me do the important polls yet. Okay. You probably got like the standard 10 polls, or I don't even know. I forget how it works. But yeah, I mean, I'll eat something. It means you know your time. I never said what time though. That's the thing, right? I never said what time. I said 6 or 7, but I didn't mention like what time. 6:29. 6:29, you say? Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then it was an Untrue Crime podcast coming through. Like Flame came through as well. I almost forgot about you, Flame. I was like shouting out everybody who came through today. And then what's that other guy's name too? This like new guy that came through as well. He just mentioned about look like a VTuber or something like that he knows about. I don't remember what their name was, but I think it was like a newer subscriber. You're back? Yeah, I know. Can you spawn? Wait, you should be spawn. Yeah, you're in. Yeah. You're in. I'm about to end the stream though. I'm gonna end the stream. It's kind of strange, like your name is like totally different. Yo, we went from Flame to the Untrue Crime podcast. I know I'm about to end the stream. Okay. I watched the Mossbag video, and then I just went on to like I just talked about random stuff, just gacha games or in general. Yeah. All right. I'm about to end the stream. It's been a fat minute. Just because of your channel. Okay. It's all good. Alright, gonna call it a day, guys. I know it's been a minute, dude. How long did I stream? Almost 4 hours. Dude, I'm a pro at it now. It doesn't even feel like I've been streaming for that long, but then again, Mossbag pretty much carried this stream for the first, was it 2 hours? Even though that video was like 1 hour and 17 minutes. Dude. Okay, I'm talking too much. I'll just keep going on. So, alright. I appreciate everyone of my jet fuels and those who are watching the VOD. I appreciate you too, and everybody who couldn't attend for sure. Yo, you guys were here through spirit. Today Wasn't the best reaction stream. I didn't want to give a fake reaction for sure, but it was all right. Oh, it was okay. It was okay. I was mostly silent because I was trying to process what the heck is going on in the video. Okay, it was nice knowing more about the lore of Hollow Knight. You know, just concluding that story, and moving on from there. Not sure what game I'll play, but I'll come up with something. All right, all right. All right, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to end the stream though. All right, I'll be here for another hour if I don't. So I appreciate everybody. Have a good night, good morning, and all that. Said fairly midstream. Can't bring myself to say it was great this time. Oh dang, I mean, I was like, it was like below mid. It feels like, to be honest. Only later on, which was like at least decent. I just like enjoying talking to everybody. But this is the video itself, reacting to that. I don't really know about that. No, he did a good job, but for me reacting to it, I didn't do a good job. But all right, have a good morning, good night, good day, and see you guys later. Appreciate everyone who tuned in and whoever's watching the VOD.